And we're live, I think.
Hi guys, welcome to the show. Let me just get this a bit higher. Yes, D&D Sunday sessions are back. We've actually not been that far away. It's quite good. We haven't had a Thursday session this year, but we've had 2 of these bad boys. Any bits and bobs to deal with before we start? Oh, so you may notice a couple of issues. Linux has had issues with Discord, so we do have a phoned in with phone video. Josuke, hi Josuke.
Hi.
There you go. Everyone else is here except for Eagle. Eagle is here in spirit, but he's not here in voice. But we're going to do some rolls for him later, and he's going to get some bullets, so that'll make him happy, and he can enjoy it. If he can get on at some point, we might try and roleplay an escape or something, because he's not with the party. Taser is currently being held, but we'll come to that in the recap very shortly. The rest of the party, of course, are here. We've got Quen, we've got Arlo, we've got Ash, and we've got a very choppy Carlin. Competition, Gaz. We're doing it?
Yes, I think so.
Do you think we can get the price pot to go in an upwards direction?
I was going to say, I think we're currently technically negative. Let's just check. DGG.com. It's, currently minus 20.
There you go. You boys rolled well last time.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my different class dice like that. Beautiful dice.
Right. So I'm just wearing the food one.
There we go.
So yes, if we get a crit win or crit fail that counts, nat 1 or a nat 20 that counts, then put crit win or crit fail in channel, gets you an entry into that roll. At the end of the show, we'll roll each of those. Each of the winners that gets the ticket into the final draw, which will probably be Christmas, and may or may not have got up to $100 by then.
It'll probably be Christmas, and hopefully you'll owe us money when you win.
Something like that, yes.
Give us a wave, of course, if you are watching, so we can see who's tuned in this evening, this afternoon. It's morning. It's morning at the moment. We're here for about 3 hours now, ish, because I have to head by around 3 o'clock. Big football match this afternoon. Liverpool going to hopefully lift the title. Very excited. Other than that, I think without further ado, let's get this show rocking and rolling. Everyone ready?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, let's go. Our band of hearty adventurers have been tracking the Cult of the Dragon members who have been robbing people throughout the Sword Coast. They tracked some caravans with loot all the way to the Mirror of the Dead Men and seem to have reached their final destination, a castle deep within the swamp, Castle Neritar. In order to save the party from likely being wiped out during a conflict between the lizard folk and bullywugs that they started, Ash worked out a deal with Dralmora Borngray to kill his rival at the castle, Farblex, the leader of the bullywugs. He finds them repulsive and wants to rule here alone with the lizard folk as his trusted army. He assigns Bogluck to go with the party, and in return holds on to Taser. You head off to find Farblex, who was holed up in his little den beneath the castle in the jungles. Jungles? Dungeons! Jungles, dungeons?
Yeah.
You track down and kill Farblex. But an old ally / rival, Jamna Gleamsilver, from the Zentarim, who you met earlier, turns up and murders Bogluck before disappearing again. You found some loot, triggering a trap that seemed to affect Arlo in a strange way, making him try to run to the north. But you managed to hold him in position and not let him get away. You also discovered a teleportation circle, but don't know its key phrase. You're now in the dungeon of the castle. Should you return to Borngray without Bogluck? Should you sneak back in to rescue Taser? Or just keep exploring the dungeon in the hopes of finding something more about the operation here? And now that Taser's not currently on voice comms, that's probably what you're going to do. There you go, guys. And you've all had a short rest. Okay. Let's do this. Why's my music stopped?
I don't know.
What's happening? There we go. It's just taking a second to start. That's weird.
Got to go from beans.
Setting the scene, guys. So if you're all ready, you've had a short rest. So if you haven't already done your hit points, do your hit points. Any reset any abilities. Get your spell slots back if you get them. Okay.
I'm sure.
You probably get sorcerer points or something.
No, that's a long rest.
Long rest, baby.
I don't think I get a lot on short rest. Oh, I got favoured by gods back.
I like that from Paolo Woda. Flippin' heck! I got you on my big telly. I might want to switch. Is that because, I mean, surely we look better on a big telly. Although we're all quite big. We're like massive on a big screen. Right, so let's do this. You had a short rest. I'm just pulling up the map because I've got I have my notes up there. So let's get to the map. Right, guys, let me drag you guys into the right map as well. We were in the dungeons.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
We have an eagle.
Boom.
Why can I not see the dungeon? Why has it disappeared to? Second floor, third floor. There it is. Let's grab you boys, put you in here. Bam. So, you're currently in what was the little area where Farblex and his crew were hanging out. To your south was Farblex's inner sanctum, where you found the trap and the spell books that Arlo's very excited about to receive today. You're now kind of in the living quarters of some of the bodyguards of Farblex. The area's been searched, the corpses have been looted. You've restrained Arlo, who after a short rest is now very much like, what happened?
Yes.
Yes.
Some of us got a little bit injured.
What happened there? So monsters, hideous monsters, and Quent, of course. Oh my god! I could have sworn I tried a lightning bolt one to the face.
Yes, that might have happened. That might have been a little painful.
Did you see it, boy? Is it dead? Is it still here?
It was me, I think. Was it me that he liked? I think it was me that... Yes. You went a bit crazy there. You seemed to think all of us were monsters. You did take a bit of a bonk to the head with a pot, so I think it just knocked a bit out of you.
Well, it doesn't sound like me at all. But I suppose you say so. I hope I didn't hurt anyone.
Nah, not long term.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Boy! Tell me true! Did I hurt the books?
Think the books are okay.
Oh my god! Oh, I was so worried there for a second. Oh,
And Arlo starts leafing through the spell books.
oh my god! Look at this. Enraged Feverment. Darkest. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh.
And he's just lost in his book as he's taking a short rest.
I was going to say,
Does
so
anybody-
that's an hour gone.
Does anybody have proficiency in religion?
I don't think so. I certainly don't.
Not me.
Nope.
Okay.
Very religious group.
Not a very religious group. You have no idea. The iconography around the walls, now there's no fighting, you look around the walls and the iconography is lost on you. If anyone wants to make a religion check to see if it can trigger something even without their but it's pretty high DC. If you want to make a religion check,
Ned
if you care.
I can try.
I was going to say, Carlon might be the most sensible to try. Well, or Arlo, but Arlo's busy with his books, so I think it probably
Arlo's
makes
busy
sense.
with his books, yeah.
So it would probably make sense.
9 will not make it.
And 9 will not make it. Yeah, you don't know. You don't recognize the iconography in the room.
Yeah, let's try just for shits and giggles. 13's not enough.
It's not. Okay,
Thankfully.
so what are you guys doing? You need to make a plan. Are you gonna? What are you doing?
Arlo's going to say,
Well, Wonder Boy, you come over here for a minute.
he's going to open his book and he's going to say,
I want to try something.
he's going to say the chants and dance the dance and ritually cast floating disc underneath Wonder Boy. It's going to float up on a disc about, what's it, 3 feet in the air or something like that. Yeah, so you're basically now floating on a disc.
Okay. So I start doing some surfing sort of movement.
Yeah,
How much
3
does he
feet off
weigh?
the ground.
What is the weight that it can hold, and how much does he weigh?
It can hold up to 500 pounds.
And I'm 135.
Oh wow! So like 4 of you,
Yeah.
nearly.
He says,
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
and he runs to the other side of the room, and as soon as he gets 20 feet away, the sphere starts jolting and moving in Arlo's direction.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I was
As
waiting
it starts
for that.
moving and you weren't expecting it.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. Dex is plus
you're golden.
2, 18.
Yeah. You're styling that out.
Whoa, dude. Gnarly wave.
Best yet, it's not even concentration. It just lasts for an hour. God help us if we try and stealth. Right. Yeah, okay. So that's what Arlo is doing. Right, plans.
So far, if I remember right, we went one direction and found the teleportation circle, but we don't know the secret phrase. Then
Correct.
we went down here and found some people.
This was a dead end. With the in the shrine and then Farblax's inner sanctum. This is the shrine you're in now. As you look at the stairs which lead upwards, because the fog drifted into this area. Oh, downwards, sorry, into an area which has got a lot of fog in it. Round to the left was where you would go for the teleportation circle, and down to the south is an area that you haven't been in. You also know that when you first came in, there was a whole pathway to the right that you didn't follow, and there was a water area that you didn't explore. But obviously, you need to figure out what you're doing with Taser.
So we have killed Farblex, haven't we?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Can we take his hat with us?
I was going to say, and have we got some evidence that we've killed him, like a head
Yeah.
or something?
I got his scepter, but I think the hat would be better.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Let's Quent. You know your axe.
Chop.
Just make one. Just make an attack roll. Just to make sure you don't miss.
Well, 13 to hit with a great axe.
He's dead, so you can have advantage.
Okay then. Well, 17.
That hits. So just do me a damage roll.
Ooh, let me see now. That is a D12 and add a D6. No, wait. It's not raging, so. Well, 8 damage?
Is that all? That doesn't seem like a lot.
Yeah, I said I'm not raging, so.
You still get more than a +4, don't you?
No. I don't believe so. Not when I'm not raging.
Yeah, your great axe is a 1d12 plus 4. All right, so you rolled the d12 and hit 4 plus 4 is 8. So as you go down to cleave it, You get about 3/4 of the way through, and it's just lolling off. Like blood's just like pooling out because there's no blood pumping anymore. But it just has to pool out from the and it's just kind of lolled off to the side. Do you want to have another go?
I will slice this fucker off.
Oh yeah.
Much
So then,
better roll.
you look a little bit embarrassed because you didn't do it in one go. So then you pick up again and whoosh. This time clean straight through. And you pick up the head. And what are you doing with it?
I toss it over to Q-Gas.
I'll prestidigitate it so that it's not dripping blood anymore, and then say, "Arlo, can we put this in the bag of holding? It's clean now."
Hold on 1 second. Just put it down in front of me. While I dance the dance, do the chants, and gently repose it so it won't decompose in the bag.
Because that's a ritual spell. So
Yes.
now it'll stay fresh for the next 10 days.
A nice fresh head for Born Grey. Okay, so you have a head.
No, we'll
You have
pick
a
it out
scepter.
and someone will say, that's such a clean head. Shouldn't it have rotted by now? Like, no.
Did I make you a scepter for I didn't write notes down to make a scepter.
God, that's
I have,
that's a
I
fine
have a
pepper
standard
there.
chapter.
Sorry, say that again.
I just have notes that I have a scepter from Farblax,
All right, cool.
but it's
We'll
not.
make it- I need to
it's
just
not
roll
spec-
up. I'll roll a Randy one in a bit and give you a decent scepter.
Yes,
Okay, guys,
my mind
what
notes
you doing?
just say scepter. It doesn't even have a name.
Yeah.
Carlo, that's a fancy scepter you have there. Would you like me to identify that this second?
You
It
can.
takes 10 minutes.
So
And
I
you
guess,
find out the scepter is insert in 10 minutes' time.
So I guess we wander back to the junction, and then do we want to go? So we could go south to where the fog was going, or we could go northish via a waterfall type thing. What do the rest of the people fancy?
I have this strange feeling, and I want to go south to the water. Can't explain it. So odd.
Okay, sounds good.
Though I fear we ought to sneak here. Perhaps you, Carlon, or your spidery friend might be able to help us with that.
My spider friend is still at the entrance looking for anyone that's coming in.
To clarify, no one has come in.
Nice of you to volunteer, then.
What is the passive perception of your spider?
That's a good question.
More interestingly, would the spider tell him, because it's a familiar, because you have to channel to see through its eyes and its ears periodically.
That's true.
He has a passive perception of 10, so
Okay.
not that much. But I told him to ping me if there's anything.
Yep, no worries.
Yeah, if it's within 100 feet of you, it and you can communicate telepathically.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's see where are we then. So we move back. That was the teleportation thing.
So at the moment, you're going to stay and explore, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool,
I
mate.
think so.
So if you'll move your characters back to junction in that junction, yeah, cool. So now you do see the fog that came down from the area below into this area. It's quite deep here, and it is pooling, and it leaks down into that southern area, which is like a slightly downward trajectory from where you are.
So yeah.
A disc gently floats behind me.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah, Carlon, do you want to do your sneaky thing and just have a look what's down? Given there's some fog,
Yeah,
I'm assuming
I'll
you can use
sneak,
that as some sort of cover.
I'll sneak down. Yeah.
Okay.
So very stealthily, I go down.
Roll me a stealth check.
Sure. 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nice. So you move down. Let me just pull up my notes for this section. 1 second. Boom. I'll drag that here. Right. You move into an area that is a water-filled cavern. The ceiling arches about 30 feet overhead. The floor of the pool drops off suddenly from the shore, with and you see water in there. You don't see how deep it is yet. So you sort of, as you walk in, you do look down and you do see a big area of water in front of you. How far can you see?
Is there any light?
No.
Because other parts of it
Then-
did have torches, but
then not.
this doesn't, right?
Correct. So there's no light source at all. I don't know if you wanted to cast light on him or give him that item.
I was going to say, so if he looks and can't see anything, then and he comes back, then yeah, I'll give him the sun sphere.
So you can cast the light cantrip on this item, on this sphere. You basically pull it out and you'll be able to see. What is the light cantrip? What's the distance on that?
Light is... Good question. 10-foot radius and an additional dim 10 foot. So 40 foot dim and 20 foot bright.
So currently you can see out to about here. So you can't see, even though your character can on the screen, you can't see this island currently.
Yeah. I will walk back and I will say, nothing I can see here, so I guess it's clear.
Or at least bearish. Okay, yeah, fine. I guess I'll wander down as far as he did, at least.
So you're gonna wander down. Everyone go in that direction. All roll stealth checks for me. If you're going stealthily.
For now. I'm not going very stealthily.
13.
27.
Is that a nat 20? Nice.
Plus a guidance.
Net 20, guys.
Yeah, I think I figured after Carlon had a light and whatnot, I'm sort of pretending to be stealthy, but I'm not at all. Effectively running in.
So as you come down, making a bit of noise, you hear like rubber, and then you hear like a sploosh.
Ooh, froggies.
Rabbit.
You don't know it's frogs. You have to roll nature first.
Oh, I
And
can
then-
see out there.
And in the distance, you hear some more splashing. You hear if you make me a perception check, everyone, make me a perception check. Does that balance that out nicely? Does it?
Yep, that's a nat one.
Yeah. Well, I got 15.
4.
Can I just use my passive one?
Yeah.
21 then.
Jesus. So Quent and Arlo, Carlon, you hear, the other guys don't, but you hear multiple splashes coming from further away. So you hear the splash and the close by splash and that, but it's very dark in here. Does anyone have dark vision beyond 60 feet?
No, mine's just 260.
Yeah. So you don't see, you all hear a splash, and then you hear a much larger series of splashes in the distance, and you don't know what it means.
Okay.
I will move back behind Quent and I will say, "Go on, guy, froggies."
Having been bitten by, or nearly bitten by the spiders, was it in the tower? I'm going to try the thing that they did in Critical Role. I'm going to take a crossbow bolt out of my backpack, cast light on it, and then fire it sort of onto this middle island, or attempt to.
You can just see that. Just make me an attack roll.
Okay. Crossbow attack is +5.
What's the range on your crossbow?
The range on the crossbow is 80.
Okay, so that's normal range, yeah.
Yeah. And that's 12 plus 5, 17.
Thunk.
So yeah, there's now.
You now see an island, and everyone would pretty much now in that distance see that island. Can you all see that? Well, I think you could all see it before, couldn't you? So you see the island ahead of you, and the area around the island is lit up. You see the water that goes out in that direction, and there's a mist that goes across the water. You can't see anything in the water.
Okay. So by the looks of it, this edge is cliff. So to go that way, we'd have to go in the water. But to this direction, there's a path.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay. So, not wanting to be too hasty out to the others and go, we want to try and explore around there? Or should we just give it a beat and see whether those splashes come to us?
I like staying.
I was going to say, mostly looking at Quent, because he's the one that's... Arlo's obviously going to want to run away anyway.
Pretty much.
So you're saying we have set our guard out here, Quent?
Yeah, follow the landline, or...
Well, we can either follow the landline, or we can sort of ready a held action to hit whatever comes out of the water.
Well, I think we'll just follow the landline, see what happens.
I mean, technically, is there any reason we can't do both? If we're only using our movement to move, can we still use our action to hold an action in case something comes out of the water?
I believe
if you want to do that, yeah. If you want to sort of move slowly, and after each movement, just prepare yourself in case something comes out.
Just because we heard
Yeah,
splashes,
we'll do that.
There's a chance that something might be happening. Obviously, Quentin
Makes
can
sense.
hold his... as long as I hold a cantrip or something, it's not wasting a spell slot.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
I will hold a great axe attack in case something pops up that has hostile intentions.
So who's going first?
Always.
Okay.
I don't think Arlo is.
Well, it would be funny if it was.
I mean, I've got night vision, so if I go and Quent's directly behind me, because then Quent's sort of in the middle, in case anything attacks, he can assist from any direction.
So you're going to lead the way, then Quent, then Carlon, and then Arlo, because Arlo always brings up the rear.
Pretty much.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to hold... probably Ray of Frost, I think.
So what we'll do is, as you move along, you get to about here, when Carlon does see some movement in the water in this direction.
I will tell the guys there's something in the water. We should hurry up.
Okay.
Do I realize it's behind me?
If he's pointed that in, if say what? Sorry.
Do I realize that he's pointing to something
I would say if he said it's in the water and he pointed. Did you point, Carlo?
Yeah, let's say I pointed.
I very
now leading the way.
I very surreptitiously try and move behind Carlon as he says that.
Okay. Well, since Carlon suggested we go quicker, then yeah, I think pick up the pace a bit.
Are you still going to hold an action?
Yes.
I think that's sensible. Yeah. So yeah, we'll just go at maximum. Mine's 30 feet.
So as you go round for your next lot of movement, each of you sort of come round, get to about here. All of a sudden, leaping up from, basically coming from all directions, in the 2 turns that they had, you suddenly see a group of, let me just see if I can do this in one go. Boom. These giant frogs leap out of the water in your direction. And as you are holding an action, what I will do is I will get rid of their surprise round. Which, by the way, I read about surprise round this week, and we play surprise round slightly differently. I think under the new rules, a surprise round now means the people that are being surprised on can do no actions or reactions. Which then means that the people would be able to do what they wanted to, and then it would go in turn order. They don't lose their next turn in the new realms of surprise. Which I think is good, because surprise is always pants. Because you get to go first, and then nothing happens.
That's how we played
previously.
It right at the beginning, and then we actually read how it was supposed to work.
Yeah. So that's... But they don't get their surprise round anyway, because you were ready for them. So I'd say as they all kind of leap out, you're all kind of
Just
getting ready to do your stuff. Yeah. That way you don't have to each say what you were holding, etc. We'll just go. So currently, initiative is straight. Everybody, let's get some dice rolls. Let's roll for initiative.
Ooh, not bad.
6.
Let me clear the turn order 1 second. How do I do that quickly? Isn't there a quick way? There we go. Remove all turns. Okay, now let me add each person in.
Oh yeah, battle music.
1, 2, 3. I'd like to think that Taser right now is just he's still making bullets. Just he's been shown where the bullets are. I'm like, do you mind if I do? Yes, fine. You can do some. It's kind of like a blacksmith come jail. They've locked him into the blacksmith area with the bullets, and he's trapped in there, but just making bullets. Right. The good thing for me for combat is at the moment is only one thing that I need to focus on, rather than have like 8 different bad guys. Right, what did I roll? Where did I see my roll? I hate that.
Oh, it appears to have gone in the turn order.
I like that. That's better. 10, not bad. Not great, but not bad. So we're just missing Arlo.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
So at the moment, they've just come to the surface and started leaping out. Let me just bring these to the forefront as well. There we go. Okay. And he's jumped in front of you there. He's got to there. And these guys are just back here. If anything's in the water, assume that it is in the water and has half cover. We'll just say that for now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like half in and half out of the water. But you can see. All the ones that you can see, you can see.
Okay.
They've surfaced enough for that. They've kind of gone en masse. But there may be some others that are still underwater, of course. So who's up first?
Me.
Okay, Ash, you're up.
So, first thing, do they look like they're going to attack us?
No, they look like they're cute little froggies that you want to take home to your children.
I go and pet one.
They definitely look like they have menacing intent. They have leaped out at you at the moment with a steely look in their eye. Let's just say that.
They're not bullywugs. They're just frogs.
They are giant frogs, correct?
Okay, right. I'm
to give you an idea of what they look like, they... Can I share that? I think I can share that, right? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Fuck. I put it back in game rather than out of the window. I've now got to figure out how to get it out of here again now. Some bitch. Pop out. Ugh. I've broken everything. I just broken my whole... Hold the line, please, caller. Excuse me. And a sneeze. Whew. Right, I'm back where I need to be. And sorry, let me close that. They're giant frogs. You'll see them later.
We just need Arlo to go all Emperor Palpatine on them. Lightning
Yeah.
from hands into water going zap.
Oh, you can hope.
Yeah.
So fed up with that spell already.
I think Fireball would work better.
Yeah. Well, since it's the first turn, and as I say, to counteract it, I was holding. Whoa.
Well, just saying, a fireball like that would always
I was
work
gonna
better.
say, not on top of me. So yeah, I'll do as I said. I'll Ray of Frost this one in front of me.
Okay. Which one?
That
one.
No, the one that's out of the water in front of me.
This one.
To the south, yeah.
Okay.
Because yeah, I'm sort of trying to rush around. It's jumped in front of me. Yeah. Right. So that's +6 to hit, and that's a nat 20. Excellent.
Fuck me.
Or the frog. One
Okay.
of the two. Crit. Right. So now I roll damage, don't I? In a while. So that's 2d8 and double because it's a crit. So that's 7 doubled is 14
14.
points.
It's still up.
Points of snowflake damage, cold damage. And its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
If it was planning on moving. Do I want to do anything else? It's not going to make a lot of difference, but I'm going to move back slightly.
Okay.
And for flair, I'll say, anyone fancy frog's legs for dinner?
You have disadvantage on your next roll.
Worth it.
Okay. Arlo, you're up.
It's funny you should say that, boy. I feel like frog legs are on the menu.
Arlo's going to run to there.
You're running into frogs?
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. Right. I should probably have to roll to see whether he's brave enough to even do this. So he's going to run there, and he's going to cast Lightning Bolt there.
So you'll get 4 of them, yeah? 5 of them.
So, where was it? 3. So he should basically go... Rah. That's a terrible line. There we go.
Okay. I'm going to say...
It's 5 foot wide, is the Lightning Bolt.
Yeah. Roll damage.
Right, do this on roll 20 because there's too many dice. That's my last use of the spell. 31 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. So the water is on fire. No.
The water is electrified.
It depends what kind of water it is. Turns out it was petroleum. No fire.
Whee!
Dexterity saving throws all around.
And what's the half damage on that? It's 15.
15. DC 16.
Wow, that's a nat 20 for the nat 20 crew. But that's 2 nat 20s. Two of those frogs rolled that 20. That's insane.
I call
one rolled-
shenanigans.
One rolled a natural 16, the other one rolled a 12 plus, what was it, Dex? Only one, so he failed, and the other one rolled a 3. So two of them, so I'll go from that end, that was the 20, that was the 16. So he dies. Oh, sorry guys, just hit the wrong button.
Right, the DM will be happy to know I have no third level spell slots left.
The DM is very happy about this. Until you get them back on a long rest or something.
Yeah, I've got a
Short
feeling
rest.
some of my spells will be changing on a long rest.
Okay, so those two are dead, the other 3 are still up, but all the other 3 don't have many hit points.
Do they look bloodied?
Oh, yeah.
Presumably the one that I hit that is still up but is looking bloodied, hopefully.
Yeah.
Right. Arlo standing there for Flair goes,
I thought that would go better. Oh, I'm regretting my life choices right now.
You mean the fact you stood next to one? 2?
yes. And he will take one step that way, and that's his entire movement. Okay.
Okay. Carlon.
So I see Arlo running towards the frogs and not being able to kill them all. I know he's not. I know he's not happy there, so I will follow him and I will try to kill both of those frogs if they are low on health points.
Yep. Sounds good.
So the one on my right will get a attack from my dagger of venom.
1 second, guys. I need to just sneeze again. A little bit of spicy went up on this. Okay, so do an attack roll.
Yeah, so 21 to hit.
Hit.
And since Arlo is standing next to it, I also get sneak attack.
Yeah. Which one you doing first? This one?
The right one on the right,
I
yeah.
see what you're doing. You're not here to save Arlo, you just want the sneak attack damage.
So 15
I see you.
damage in total.
Yep. He's dead.
He's coming in for a kill steal.
And then on my bonus action, I will do a offhand attack with my short sword towards the other one.
Mm-hmm. Roll to hit.
That's a natural 20 to hit.
Fucking hell! What is going on with the 20s today? He's dead, by the way. He has 3 hit points.
For 12 points of damage. But
Yeah. Boom, boom. You go into one with the dagger of venom, slip it in, and he just drops. And as you pull out the short sword the other side, as you go across thinking you might just get a quick cheeky hit, you just lop off its head. And it just sinks back into the water.
and then I move back towards Ash a little bit.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
You know, I just realised if I cast Detect Thoughts, I could have sensed all of these people underwater.
You could, but then you wouldn't have killed as many as you did. Right, let's... so this one here is going to leap over to here. This one here is going to leap over to here. This one here is going to leap in between you two. This one here is going to leap next to him. This one's just going to sidle up to the big guy. And this one here is going to go... And then he'll leap in there.
Did any of them use the floating disc as a lily pad?
I think they did, yeah. A little ribbit on there and then ribbit away. That's exactly what they did. Yeah. We also have... this one. I'm going to get rid of this one that you killed in a minute. I just put that one on top of it, actually. I knew it'd go underneath. Okay.
You always do.
God, there's no way to voluntarily end that spell.
Which one?
The floating disc. You either have to put more than 500 pounds on it or get more than 100 feet away from it, but then you can't dismiss it.
Okay.
The disc floating behind you for a while.
Coming out of the water next to Arlo is two more frogs. How big are you, Arlo?
I am at this point, a small creature, cowering. Medium-sized creature.
So they will... So each of them is going to... We'll start at the top and work our way down. So we're going to start with one of the ones attacking Quen. He's going to do a bite attack. Let me just get their character sheets back up again, so I put it behind something. There we go. Bite attack. Oh, it's only a +3, Jesus. 16 to hit on Quen.
Negative.
Can you mark the frogs that look bloodied, by the way?
Those two.
Thank you.
They're the only two who have taken any hits.
Other than the ones that are dead.
So, Ash, you're going to have 2 attacks on you.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge. That's 21.
Oh, but before you tell him, are you shielding or are you Rod of Retributioning?
I'm going to rod a retribution. So,
Okay.
At 21,
So,
is 21 to
first
hit
of all-
or damage?
21 is to hit.
Okay, that hits, yeah.
I don't know if you can Rod of Retribution. We'll come to that in a second. So in the first instance,
Oh god, you
I do very little damage. I do 5 points of damage. 6 plus 1, so 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Piercing. And you are grappled.
Okay.
Until the grapple ends, you are considered to be restrained. And restrained means that your speed is 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So that is your status currently. Okay, you are restrained.
Doesn't say I can't take a reaction, so I can.
Correct.
Presumably rod a retribution.
Rod of Retribution is that saving throw as an attack roll.
It says when a creature you can see within 60 feet damages you while you're holding the rod, you can use your reaction to expend one of the rod's charges to force the creature to make a DC 13 saving throw, and the creature takes 2d10 lightning damage.
Oof.
So the condition is you just need to be holding it.
So, yeah, I mean, do you hold that? I mean, I don't even know. I would assume that it's like...
If it's equipped, he's holding it.
It's equipped, yeah. It failed its saving throw.
Okay, so 2d10.
And also, we need to add another natural 1 to the board.
I feel that means he spits him out or whatever.
Well, currently he's only got him in his mouth. He hasn't swallowed him yet.
Well, you know, if he's restraining him, maybe he lets go.
13 points of lightning damage.
Yeah. Nice. So that one there is... And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll again. Oh, I rolled to see if he kept hold, and I rolled a nat 20. Jesus Christ. It's like, this dice today, it's 1s or 20s, guys. That's it. So you are still restrained. However, so... If one bite attack... But you are not a small creature, correct?
I don't believe I am. Let me double check on that. No, medium.
Cool. So you can't be swallowed.
Okay, good.
Unfortunately.
That's not the wording I'd use, but anyway.
Because you could have been in acid in its tummy, which would have been amazing. Yeah. None of you are small guys. Why haven't we got little midgets in the team? We need some midgets. We need Jamna here. Jamna would have been swallowed. Right. Next attack. 13 plus 3, 16 on also on Ash.
16's my AC, so I think that does meet it.
That does hit. Yeah. So that's 4 points of damage.
Well, maybe I should have shielded. Oh well.
You've used a reaction, so that's
Yes,
And-
exactly.
Now attacking Carlo with 2. That's a 22 to hit,
That will hit.
and that's 4 points of damage. And you need to make me a. Oh, did you try and escape, Ash? Did we even do that?
No, because it's not my
Well,
turn
if
yet.
If you, it just say if you are grappled, the escape DC. That's right. Yes, that's on your turn, isn't it? So currently, you are grappled, Carlon. So again, you can't move. Advantage, disadvantage, etc. So the next guy's now going to attack you with advantage, and that is 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
So that's another 5 points of damage. Are you a small creature?
No, I'm not a small creature.
Damn you all.
Can
Hello.
I uncanny?
Give
I
me a
will
minute.
uncanny dodge that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Take
I've-
half damage.
I've now gained the enlarge reduce spell. One of these guys could be a small creature. in the future.
Does it save me, or I'll make you get swallowed? Right, Arlo. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 frogs attacking you.
Just assume shield for the first.
So that's a 10. That's a 21 to hit.
My AC is now 22 shield.
So you shield off as it comes towards you. Excellent.
Yeah.
The next one is they can. Do you know how hard it is? They'd have to roll a natural 19 to get to hit. Which he rolled a natural 20 on my last roll. So this is double damage, motherfucker.
I call so much bullshit because
So
there's been like
seriously, I
7
can't
natural
believe it.
20s.
It's insane. This fucking dice, and that is only 1 doubled to 2, and then plus 1. So that's 3 points of damage. I can't believe I rolled a 1 doubled. So that's 3 points of damage, but you are also grappled.
That's 10% of Arlo's health gone.
So currently, everyone is grappled except for Quent. And that takes us to Quent.
Oh, hello. You think this might be a good idea to rage it this time? Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Oh, I shall rage mode, and I shall engage the one on the water edge first, and then the one behind me, in case I kill the first one. But we'll go with this one here first. That would be like 22 to hit.
That
Do I
hits.
hit? I hit. Yay! That means I get to use this and this.
So which one's this one on? The one this side or the one this side?
This one here.
Okay, so this one first, yeah.
So that is 15 plus 2 plus... What is that? 3, so... 15 plus 5.
Reasonably sure he's dead.
Yeah.
It's got 3 hit points.
Yeah, well, you never know.
I like to think he hits it with the flat end of the thing. He actually squashes it with the flat end against the ground.
It's just,
Okay, and then the one behind you?
He's basically going to hit the one behind him, but he's just swinging the axe back and happens to knock it.
It's in his head, yeah.
And just like shunk and then shunk.
So which one are you going for next?
Yeah, the one right behind me. The one with the red dot here.
Yeah.
Might as well kill, steal, or kill, steal, kill.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy for you to kill it.
I mean, with that damage, you'd have just killed one outright, but it's all good. Let's go for the
mean-
next one.
24 to hit, do you think?
Hits.
Maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to give you haste.
And 3 plus 4, 7 damage.
It's dead. So you pick off those 2. I'd like to think, like you say, you swing back with your axe to hit one. It embeds in the one behind you, and you swing that one and your axe into the other one, killing them both.
Whoopsie.
Is that your turn?
I was just looking.
Did you want to move?
Because I don't have an animal out. Do I have time?
You've
to...
raged.
Yeah, you're right. So I can't do that.
Correct.
Plus, I think taking an animal out is an action. Controlling it.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
think it is. That's right.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
But you
It's
can.
one of those
You
things
can move
I
if you
always
want.
annoys me with Glammies. I want an animal out, but I didn't think about it before. We should have done it before we went and walked around, but yeah, never
At
think
the
about
start of every day.
it before. Yeah.
He's had one. It died already. It died in the last fight.
Yeah,
Okay.
but 0-1.
Yeah.
Not
Are you going to
much.
move? Do you want to move down to,
Nope.
to the others?
No, I think I'm good
Okay.
here.
He's standing there, covered in frog bits. That takes us to Ash,
Who's grappled?
who is currently grappled, cannot move.
So it's the one
But-
that's on low HP that's grappling me then, not the one that's.
It
dead.
is the one on. It's the one on low HP that's grappling you. I mean, they
Cool.
both hit you, so theoretically, they kind of both had you in
Both,
their
yeah.
their tongues.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to.
Think about it.
I was going to say I'm going to change what I'm going to do. I was going to try and do magic missile, but I am really low on spell slots at the moment, so I'll shocking grasp the one that's above me that's grappling me. Plus, there's no argument about whether I can do that because it's a touch spell. It's definitely touching me. So what's I need to still hit it apparently.
You do. It's weird.
Yeah.
I think the point is even though it's
and I
holding you,
may
you have
not.
to catch it with your hand. You
I
may not.
hit it because 4 plus
You still
6
may.
is 10.
It's one off their AC. They only have an 11.
In which case, since you happen to mention that,
Fuck you.
favoured by the gods, I can roll 2d4 and add it, which, since I only need 1, I'm guaranteed 2.
Fuck you. I'll allow it.
So that's 2d8. Which is only 4 points, so it depends just how damaged it already is.
It's dead.
Excellent.
Hello.
But I'm still next to one, so I probably don't want to move. So that's probably my turn.
Okay. That takes us down to Arlo of the Reaching Wood.
Right, I'm grappled, am I?
Yes. Very much so.
To shocking grasp or to toll the dying? How many left? Okay, no, I'm gonna shocking grasp the one that's got me grappled.
Okay.
So that's oh my god, that is an 11.
That hits.
That hits.
Yeah,
that,
that's
that was
what
the
I
thing.
said, 11.
My 10 didn't, and then he went, "Oh, it was only by 1." It's like, okay, I've got a thing.
11 is their AC.
Okay, that's 11 points of 11 points of lightning damage, because I'm going for all the lightning damage this time.
No, and we're saying that is with that is the one that was grappling you, right?
Yes.
Okay, by the way, you
I'm
can
taking
try
it.
and break. You can try and break 3, by the way, if you want to try and break 3.
The best way to break free is to kill it.
It's true. What damage did you do?
11 points of shocking.
You didn't kill it.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna come back to haunt me.
But just so that you know, it is blooded. I'll put the red knots on the ones that are blooded. So
Yeah. And yeah, that's all I can do.
okay, that's your turn. That takes us to Carlo. You are currently grappled. You can try and break free, or you can attack, or you can do whatever you want to do.
Which is the frog that's grappling me?
The frog that's grappling you is this one.
That one. I will. Do I have advantage or disadvantage or anything?
No, you do have
Grapple,
Oh, by the way, yeah, you. Oh, by the way, guys, you should have been rolling at disadvantage because you are grappled. What I'll do is I'll get rid of it because you were grappled and he was actually holding you. But for the people not doing a spell that is a touch spell, I will say that you are at disadvantage, Carlon.
That was a 20.
But it is only an AC of 11.
Yeah. But if I have disadvantage, I don't have sneak attack.
Right.
So I will.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's one of the conditions on sneak attack. I cannot have disadvantage.
I
Okay.
didn't know
So
that.
I will
either.
take,
That's a useful one to hopefully forget for our next company.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't want to remember it. Okay, so you're going to break or you're going to attack?
I will attack it with the Booming Blade.
Okay.
And for Booming Blade, I have to attack with a weapon. So I will attack with my Dagger of Venom.
Yeah. So roll an attack at disadvantage.
I have disadvantage. That will be 20.
That hits.
And it will be 8 and for 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage on the one that was grappling you. Okay.
Yes. And if it now moves, it will take another
Correct.
type of damage.
So it is sitting there, it is on you, and you're still grappled by it currently.
Yes.
That takes us to... Anything else you want to do?
I would like to make an offhand attack as well, if that's possible.
Isn't Booming Blade a bonus action?
Booming Blade is a cantrip.
But what does it say the action is to cast it?
So you brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you.
Right, so it's an action. So that was your action, was your attack, which is that. Okay, yeah, cool. So just, yeah, you can make a bonus action attack. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, so with my short sword, bonus action attack against the same frog, I guess.
Yeah.
25 to hit.
Jesus.
And the short sword is 6 points of damage.
It's still up. Just. Yeah, so he's up.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn, I guess.
Frog time. Okay, so we may as well start at the very top.
And the frog time have definitely got some action music going on there.
Yeah, here we go. You like this, yeah? Let's go. So we're running with advantage. The first one, and I've got Cameron in it. It's another 20, baby. So that's with advantage. That's a nat 20. This is the one attacking you. I'm glad you laughed, Ash, because that's the one attacking you. So he's going to roll, and he's going to roll a 5. Doubled is 10, plus 1 is 11 points of damage.
There's only one against me this time, isn't there? So
yes.
So you say 11 points of damage.
Yes.
But I will Rod of Retribution again.
Makes sense. So dooba damage. Dooba damage.
Okay, and yeah, he needs to make DC 13.
Failed.
Okay. And damage... Oh, only 6.
Okay.
You could say the damage failed as well.
Yeah.
He is not bloodied. Takes us to the next one. So you're grappled again. You already
And,
were,
and
I
for
think,
reference, I'm also bloodied.
Ooh! What's your hit points?
I'm down to 19 now.
Oh, shit, dog. Maybe all the other ones that were fighting Harlow will just come and kill you. Right, next one is an attack on Carlon, and that is for 15.
No, that's not it.
Oh, that was with advantage. Sorry, I do apologize. That's less, so that's fine. So then the next one that's going to attack is going to attack. So then there's the 4 attacks. Oh, no, it was one of them died. So it's one more on Carlon. And that with advantage is shit. A 2 and a 5. So then 3 attacks on Arlo. That is a 20.
Shield.
All these spells. You're knocking these spell slots off, yeah?
I am.
That is so that's going to fail because it's I have to roll a 19 now, don't I? Oh, I rolled an 18. 21 again. And that is a 15, and that is a 10. So they all hit your shield.
You know, my level 1 spell slots are literally just for shield and magic missile and nothing else.
That's it, just shield, shield.
That's all they're
Okay.
good for at this level.
Yeah, I probably
Cool.
should, but...
Cool, and that is all of their attacks. That takes us on to Quent. Wade in, son.
Right. Time to shake the bag and see what falls out.
Nice.
Which means I gotta get the 8. That's 7. Ooh, I got a giant hyena. Gigantus hyenas. Ooh.
Okay, let me grab one of those for you. There you go. There's your giant hyena. What hit points should your giant hyena have?
I'm looking.
So I think I put a normal hyena in there by mistake.
The thing is, says about giant hyena says 45 hit points, 50
Okay.
feet speed, AC of 12. So yeah, okay. So that was one action, correct?
Yes.
So I guess yeah, the hyena gets a turn, but I will go and take a swing at the one between our two buddies here on the right side. One that's not with the red dot.
Is that a double action?
I have two actions.
So,
No, you've got
so
two attacks. You only
You
got
two
one action.
attacks as an action.
Oh.
So you use your action to pull out the hyena. You can use your bonus action to command the hyena.
Ah,
But yeah, the hyena will get a turn this turn.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Attack something that looks bloodied.
Fine. Right, so giant hyena will. I'll put it there, and he'll attack the one that's bloodied as per recommendation.
Better pitch in. Cuckoo.
Just to clarify, that huge frog that's over there,
Yeah, that's not there.
is that actually a huge frog, or is that just so that we can see what the frog's
It's not
look
there.
like?
I don't know what you're talking about. What huge frog?
It's magically disappearing. Right, so. Ooh, hit. Oh, that's +5. So 15 to hit with a bite.
15 hits.
Yeah, and just looking, it's gonna be 2d6 plus 3 piercing. Ooh, so 12 damage.
That kills it, yeah.
Yeah. And
It's
I'm
dead.
not gonna be moving to. Yeah, I think that's more or less all I can do, I guess.
Okay.
And the hyena attack the second time if it kills something.
Not from what I'm looking at.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're looking at the bonus action rampage.
Yeah, 'cause
Immediately after dealing damage to
Yeah.
a creature already bloodied, well, no one was bloodied, it can move half its speed and make an attack bite. So theoretically, it can turn 90 degrees and bite the one between those two. Correct?
Yep.
Well, it's gonna take a blah, not really. 9 to bite. Not really. Anyway, moving.
Is that 9? Is that 9 to hit?
Yeah, that's not gonna
That
hit
misses.
the frog. That's what I knew.
You need to move the hyena, right?
No. It says
it
it
attacking the
can
leg?
move. It can move up to half its speed. So it doesn't say it
that
has
one,
to
so it didn't
move it.
need to, yeah.
Yeah.
so since the frog that was grappling me died, I'm no longer grappled.
Correct.
Perfect.
To guess moving on to the next one. Unless there are any more meta pigeons flying around.
Up to you whether
Okay.
you want to move or not, but probably
No.
not.
Nope.
That takes us to the top of the round,
Okay, so
which is the giant toad. He rolled a nat 20, guys. We got another nat 20. This fucking nice on his initiative. That was actually in. You can only see it as a GM roll, but I can take a picture of it on the screen.
no, that
I
has
rolled
appeared,
initiative.
Actually, it says.
Oh right, there we go. There you go. Initiative
Giant Toad
21 for the
initiative
giant
21,
toad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the giant toad is revealed. He jumps out and he lands next to the big man,
Here, toady.
and he's gonna roll to hit straight away. So he has a slightly different bite. They're very similar creatures, these two creatures. So a bite attack, 12 plus 4 is 16, and 17 plus 4 is 21.
21 will, but not for 16.
So he hits for. That's a D10. 10. About 10? No, that's an 8. What does a 10 look like? That is a 10. There we go. 5 plus 4, 9 points of damage. Halved, because it's piercing.
And half because I'm raging.
That's what I meant. It's half because you're raging. but also, so it's 1d10 plus... So 1d10 plus that. And then I roll another d10. That's 2 points, not halved, of poison damage. And you are grappled.
That's fine. I'm right next to him anyway, so...
Yeah. So you are now grappled. And as you're grappled, are you medium? What size creature are you? I should have attacked you all
I
with these
am
the
a
first one.
Goliath barbarian, so I'm assuming I'm not small anyways.
You're not small, but are you medium?
This is a giant toad.
Probably.
Yes. Let me just
It's
double check.
It's on the
if...
background on your character sheet.
Is he giant?
I don't know. Strangely, you can't see the background tab on other people's because it's where you put the story. So
Right. Yeah.
you only see your own.
I probably can.
You
Maybe.
possibly can as DM.
Alignment, personality
Doesn't
traits.
say.
It doesn't say on his.
Oh, okay.
Oh, background. Yeah, characteristics.
They are
appearance.
medium-sized humanoids.
There we go. So you're medium. So you need. As I get back to the creature, I lost my giant turn. It only takes one as a medium solid creature as it's grappling. If the attack hits, which it did, the target is. You are now swallowed, so you are no longer grappled. Is the good news, because you're now in its tummy. The swallowed creature, you are currently blinded and restrained, so you still have the same thing where you can't see. So so basically you can't see as you're suddenly swallowed by a giant toad and you're in its stomach. And you take 3d6 acid damage at the start of its turn. So at the moment you don't take any acid damage yet, but you're currently sitting in the bile of this creature's stomach, and you'll be taking damage at the start of its next turn.
So how much damage did I take this turn?
So you only took it was a 5, I think, wasn't it? 5. It was 5 plus 4 was 9. Halved is 4, and then 2 that's not halved. So you took only 6 points of damage
Okie dokie.
in total. What hit points are you now on? Because I haven't updated your thing since you had a short rest.
According to mine, I'm at 35.
Thank you very much. Okay, that is the giant frog's turn.
Which is bloody territory. Mm.
And that takes us to Ash.
Arla Ash?
Okay. So I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm going to anyway. I'm going to try and mind sliver the one that's grappling me.
Okay.
So it has to make a DC 14 intelligence save.
Oh Jesus! For those that don't know, frogs not the most intelligent.
That's what I was
creatures in the world.
hoping.
So its intelligence is actually 2, which is a -4.
Okay.
So what is the DC?
14. So you need to roll.
So I need to
18.
roll an 18 or above. That's an 11.
Right. Okay.
So it fails.
Okay. So it takes 2d6 damage. So I'm hoping I roll high enough to kill it, but I'm not sure I will. It's touch and go. No, I don't think I have. That's 6.
6 is not enough. And that's on this one here, yeah?
Yeah, the one that's grappling me.
Cool, cool, cool. So you're still grappled.
But 6 would be able to bloody the thing if it's only got, 11 hit points or something?
Yeah, I'm guessing it is blooded now, but
I'm just doing that, yeah. Give me a sec. It's done.
yeah, not killed, unfortunately. And I think that's about all I can do, because I can't move, I'm restrained. And I don't have any real sensible bonus action. I suppose, technically, I could healing word myself, but I'm not quite that low yet, so... Nope, that's me.
Famous last words.
Okay,
I said
that
yet.
takes us
I
to
did say yet.
Arlo.
This can wait until next turn.
Oh, interesting,
Oops.
actually. Anyway, I'll check it out
Interesting.
for next turn. I can't remember whether I've used it.
Okay. So, oh, it's so tempting. No, I'm tempted to use Toll the Dead on the one that Ash has just hit, because he gets a D4 minus D4 to his saving throw on that. But Arlo's not that generous.
Yes. Oh,
He's
yes.
going to do that.
You've got 3 of your own frogs to deal with.
Yeah, I would metagame that, but Arlo would not.
No.
Arlo's going to Toll the Dead on the one that's got him grappled. So don't have to roll to hit. You have to do a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Fail.
So you take 2d12.
Roll
Do
low.
I even need to roll this?
Yeah, he's got almost double figures.
I love to resist almost.
Okay, that was cocked. That is 21 points worth of damage.
I mean, almost double figures. So he
Is he
dies,
dead?
and you are no longer grappled.
Oh, I can't even move. There's 3 around me. The opportunity attacks. Oh, God. I can't move. I don't have any decent bonus actions. I'm stuck there. Bollocks.
Theoretically, you can move
Carlo, you're
one,
up.
but it would only get you one attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Carlon, you're up.
Carlon! Have you seen Quint? I can't see him! And there's a giant toad! Where's Quint?
Short sword attack on the frog slightly below me.
So you're going to attack this guy, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Ooh, 13.
Hits.
And since I do not have a disadvantage, I have sneak attack.
Correct.
Oh. 5. 14 points of damage.
Still up.
Then I will do an offhand attack with my dagger of venom.
Yeah.
25 to hit.
Oh,
25. He's like not rolling lower than 18s or 19s at all.
that was a 17.
hits.
It's still, wow.
And that's only 4 points of damage.
Oh, it's still up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh, by
then-
the way, when I say blooded, that you don't get much more blooded than that motherfucker is.
I was going to say, that's got to be down to like 1 or
It's-
2
yeah.
HP.
Yeah, you know it. And that is your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
You might say it's down to single digits.
But you're very much down to a single digit. But it still gets to roll an attack roll, which is quite nice. So it's going to attack you now with... It's very ill and blooded, and it doesn't hit. I know it doesn't hit. It's a 10 plus 3 is 13.
No.
The one that... So you're Ash. Are you grappled now, Ash?
I'm still
that one?
grappled, yes.
Yeah, cool. So that he's going to roll on you. It's a 3 and a 16 to hit.
16 meets, yeah. 16 hits.
Excellent. So, are you shielding or...
No, I'm going to roll a retribution again. My last one, because it should actually kill it this time. If it doesn't kill
4
me.
points. 4 points of damage.
Okay, I can take 4.
And Rod of Retribution, roll the damage. I'll roll the saving throw. I fail the saving throw. 14's not enough, is it? I got 14 on my saving throw.
I think 14 is the saving throw. Let me just...
I didn't get 14 on the saving throw. I'm lying. 1 second. That was if it was the giant toad. It's the giant frog, so it's only 12 on the saving throw.
It needed to save 13. So yeah, the 14 would have made it, the 12 doesn't.
Oh,
And it gets
Wah,
14
wah, wah.
points of damage. So-
it is dead. It is an X-frog.
Excellent. So I've managed to do more damage by just being hit than anything else. But that's all
Okay.
3 charges of the Red Retribution today, so no more of that today.
Indeed.
Explodey froggy.
And That's that frog's turn. So now let's attack Arlo 3 times. Twice, actually, because one attack Carlo. So he gets 2 attacks now. Currently. That's a natural 20. This is fucking insane.
I call shenanigans.
And the second attack is a 15 plus 3, so 18.
I'm still shielding.
So you're going to shield again, yeah?
Yeah.
Another spell slot goes, but the nat 20 hits. 23 hits.
I thought you were saying 23 damage there for a second.
No, 23 hits. Okay, so the damage on that is
Crit
6,
always hits,
7.
no matter what.
All right, 7. Well, this is a discussion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
And you are now grappled by, and I'll put a little mark on him so you know you are grappled by that one, the blue.
Yep.
So he's grappling you, and you took the damage. He's attacked, and that is the end of the giant frog's turn, which takes us to. For some reason, it's hidden on here, and I don't know how to unhide it. Can you see the giant toad on the turn order?
No.
No,
It's
which
very
means
annoying.
you've got a second giant toad, which you've rolled on.
Oh right, I just haven't revealed that. Oh yeah. Well, do you know what's?
Dun dun dun.
No, spoiler alert.
Hey,
You should have just
You mean
said,
that
oh,
one?
Oh yeah,
Because the
now
strange thing
it
is-
is on the turn.
Oh, I can see it now.
He was about to reveal himself anyway, because it's his turn to just go. Because he couldn't move closer before because there were too many little frogs around. But he can now go grab it and drop it next to Arlo, because he's the only one that he can get to.
Mother
And he's going to do an attack roll. You are still shielded, which is good for you.
AC 22.
And I rolled in that 20. No, I didn't. Not yet.
Wouldn't
I've only
Quent have
rolled.
got his turn before the giant frog?
Oh wait, that's weird.
After the little
Ah, I
frogs, there'd
see.
be Quent and
I
then giant
see.
frog.
When he's in a giant frog, so this
Right.
probably doesn't make the biggest difference.
No,
I
but
don't think so.
it is that he's going to appear and jump there as he's jumping there. I mean,
Yeah.
he's still not actually. Theoretically,
yeah,
he's still
it's
not
fine.
there. There we go. So Quent, it is your turn.
I'm now Schrodinger's Arlo, existing in a state of hit and not hit at the same time.
I'll be back in. Quent, think what you're doing in 2 seconds.
He rolled the dice, but he never told me.
You're both in the frog's stomach and not.
Right, I'm Schrodinger.
Not for long.
And yes, as Trace points out, all these nat 20s have been doing great for the pot. We're actually into the positive. We're at positive 20.
Yeah.
I'm alright at the moment. I left the beer in the freezer for too long. Now I've got to wait about half an hour for it to fucking melt a bit.
Well, I've got to wait half an hour for the combat to end before I can go get more.
You know what I mean? Just go. Right, when it's
I'm
your
gonna
turn,
go
isn't
for
it?
Well, they've got
What
to
is
do
the... So, Quent,
Quent
you're up.
and then the giant frog.
Yes. Well, since I'm inside a giant frog, there's well.
So the options that you have in a swallowed situation, you're currently blinded, so you cannot see.
Oh, so that would mean
So
it would
blinded
be an
means that you
attack
cannot
of
see. You
visibility.
automatically fail any attacks for sight. Attack rolls against creature have advantage, just like if you're restrained, and your attacks have disadvantage. So you're basically stuck in his stomach, completely restrained. Your speed is 0. Your attack rolls are at disadvantage. What do you want to do?
Well, at least it's a good thing that I got 2 attacks. So I'm gonna try with the 2 attacks with the great axe in there.
So you're going to kind of just like, from the inside its stomach, just try and swing and hit it, okay? Make me 2 attack rolls.
See if we can scratch it up a bit. And then, of course, we got the hyena afterwards. So
Yep.
first attack is 30-20.
It's disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh,
It's the 2.
yeah, wow.
That's not going to hit.
7, so still not.
Next one.
And it knocked it over to a 2 again. Son of a something.
I just saw that. It was like something else and then 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in there. You're just trapped in there. Oh, by the way, you take
little-
2d4 of poison damage. acid damage. So that's a 1 and a 4. That's 5 points, not halved, because it's acid. 5 points of acid damage in its stomach.
Yuki.
And you failed to hit it, and you are restrained. You can use your bonus action to command the hyena, though.
Is the hyena... It will attack the big frog where I'm in as well.
It's going to step up because it can, and
yeah.
it can attack. Okay, roll an attack roll.
Natural 20.
Woo-wee! Okay, roll damage.
And damage is 2d6 plus 3. 6 plus 3, so 9. And that would be double since it's a nat 1d.
15.
So it's the 6 doubled is 12 plus 3 is 15.
Okay. Yeah, right. Don't really know that I can do much else.
Okay.
Sit here and
As you're swallowed in there, acid dissolving away, another one appears right next to Arlo and does an attack roll. Arlo is currently
Shielded.
grappled, but you are grappled, so it's at advantage, but you are shielded. But it does have a much higher plus than the frog. So I don't have to roll quite so high.
A rabbit.
That's a 7. And that's a 13. They both... On shield, they both miss. Which is lucky, because that's pretty much would have been the end of you, I think, dissolving away in his tummy. So it lands next to you, boom, has a little go, and... it's going to disappear back underwater.
Attack of opportunity.
Do you have a reaction left? You use your reaction to shield.
Shield.
You're right. It is a reaction.
So it's gone back underwater. And you can't see it. It's murky. The water's quite deep. So it's in the water out of the way. Which is what I should have done with that one up there, really. But he's up there. He might... Oh, it's still their turn, isn't it? So can he move with you in his tummy?
You tell us.
Attacks. Oh, I did that wrong. Its total cover and attacks effects inside the token. It takes 3d6. It's 3d6 damage. The other damage was for the bite. So the damage, you need to just take a little bit more damage there, Quinn. 4, 5, 4.
Damn red counters.
8. What did you take earlier? It was 5, wasn't it?
Yes.
So just take so it's 13 instead. So take 8 more points of damage. Not halved. So that's 8 points more damage for you as I read this now. And I took another one. Yeah, it doesn't say that it can't move. So he is going to sploosh into the water and then go underwater. Oh, Quent's just going to go to the giant toad base in the sky. Okay, and that is the toad's turn. He's just going to do the acid damage there and disappear. He's going to attack and fail and disappear, and that takes us to Ash.
Right. Okay. I mean, might as well clear these little ones up first, and then worry about the giant one that's got Gwent. So, low on spell slots, but
So basically, these are only challenge rating 1, but played right, they can really. This is what I could turn into as my thing. They're such a fuck you creature with their swallow.
I think let's clear out the easy one first. So I'll hit. Yeah, it's bloody, isn't it? So I'll mind sliver the one south of Harlow. It's got to make the.
So even if it fails its roll, it takes more than 1 damage, right?
No, because it's a cantrip. So if it succeeds its roll,
okay.
it'll survive.
And the roll. So it's it's 11.
Right, that one's dead then.
Oh wait, what was that was the -4 one? Yeah, that's a 6, even worse. I was thinking it was the wisdom one that we had earlier, but it's not. No, not at all. Right. Okay, thank you very much. He's dead. That's your turn, is it?
So that's that. Arlo isn't looking bloodied, is he?
He's
Not
looking
on
like
my
he's
screen.
wasted a lot of spell slots.
He's used a lot of spell slots to avoid damage.
To avoid
He got
damage,
attacked a
but
lot. He
he's-
would have
he's
been
not
hit a
looking-
lot, but he only actually got hit
Yeah, yeah.
twice.
Right, okay. In which case, I'm gonna wander. I think a toad can fit 2 people in its stomach. Probably. In which case, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
And try and decide what I'm gonna do next turn.
I was tidying up earlier, and I've put my bottle opener somewhere, and I can't find it. I brought a bottle. So you know, the other week when you did a show with us, Arlo,
Yes.
you pulled out a Christmas beer, and I was like, I looked in the cupboard. I still have, because I didn't do it during the Christmas advent. I still have your Delirium Christmas beer, and I am drinking that today, right here, right now.
You need to. It's good. It's really
Yeah,
good.
so excited. If I can find the fucking bottle opener. So that's your turn. Let's take the next person. That's going to be Carlon.
What, is it my turn or Arlo's?
Arlo just went, didn't he?
I've not done anything.
Oh,
No,
Arlo.
I
Sorry,
just
it's Arlo.
went, I went,
It's Arlo. Right, I got confused. Spellcasting,
I'm not going to waste a spell slot. I am going to use. Yeah, why not? Shocking grasp on the one that's grappled me.
Okay.
That is a 21, and the disadvantage roll is a 15.
That hits.
Yep. And that is 12 points of lightning damage, electric damage.
It's dead. I'm trying to put this beer in. It's still a bit too slushy. I'm failing miserably. I was
You
too
should freeze
premature.
your beers.
Well, I have to do it at such because it's warm and I want it for the show. So you freeze it for like 20 minutes and it just gets cold. If you then forget about it for the first 2 hours of the show, it's very cold. It's one of those bottles that's doing that thing where it just keeps bubbling if you leave it. Shouldn't have opened it yet. Which one was that one on? That was on that one, yeah? How many points of damage did you do?
I said 12.
Oh, it's not dead yet. Cool.
Oh, well, then, in that case, I'll move back.
It was on this one, right?
Well, that one's not bloodied.
Sorry, I'm getting confused because I'm busy.
Yeah, I assume you attacked the one with the blue dot because that's the one that's grappling you.
Yeah.
Right, that one there, and it was 15 points of damage. It is still up.
Okay. Yeah.
This beer is fucking delicious.
Then Arlo
Even as
is
a slush
staying
beer,
with
it's delicious.
Christmas slush.
This is great. I think this is great radio, man. JJ sucking ice beer out of a bottle.
Christmas beer.
You should see this, man. No, but it's bubbling over the top. If I leave it, look, there it comes. There it comes. Oh, oh. I suck it out of there, like poison from a snake bite. Okay, so that was your turn, or are you doing anything else?
I can't move. No bonus action. Yeah, that's my turn.
Carlo, you're up.
So I move next to Arlo,
Mhm.
and then I will do Booming Blade on the one below him
Okay.
with my Dagger of Venom, which also triggers Sneak Attack this time, so it's if it hits, it should be a lot of damage,
Yes.
especially with a critical
Whoa.
20.
That's. I'm gonna guess it's dead.
Probably.
I want to see what damage you get, because this for you could be massive.
This will be massive damage, yes. So since it is my
I'm wondering if
dagger,
this would have... Oh, Jesus Christ. It just fucking shot out a piece. Oh my God, scared the shit out of me. Sorry. That was like a turd dropping out that one. That was really nice.
let me
Carry
roll
on.
that.
Yeah, roll it. Roll it, roll
That
it.
would be 8 from the dagger.
Don't forget, you double the dice only.
Yes.
Cool.
Then 12 from Booming Blade. So that's 20.
So it's dead. Carry on.
Yeah. And then sneak attack would also
That's also
be
doubled.
which would be an additional 22 damage.
I was close. You did. You would have actually been able to single-handedly kill one of the giant toads with that damage. That's insane. You could have actually killed, with that damage, you could have killed an Arlo.
Oh, that's approaching stabby levels of damage.
Oh, you see, you'd be 1 point off killing an Ash.
Yeah, 1 point off Ash. So, by the way, so yes, it's that one there, and it is very dead. It is deceased. It is an ex-frog.
Yeah.
Bonus
For your
action.
bonus action.
I still have bonus action. Can I reach that one that's grappling Arlo from the shore?
No.
I mean, if it can be
It's
grappling
in the water.
Arlo,
You could stand there, I would say, especially with your rogue skills, you could balance on the end and attack. No worries. I'll allow that. So you can go there and attack.
Yeah, so I will attack that one with my short sword.
I think if Arlo stood there, I'd make him roll for it. But okay.
16 to hit
It's
with an offhand attack of 3 damage.
it had 3 hit points. You know, I guessed it. I thought there's no way he's not going to kill it, and actually you did it with no points to spare.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of his turn.
Yeah, I
Takes us
moved
to-
back from the edge.
Takes us to the giant frogs, and there isn't any, so they're all dead. They're all deceased. Which takes us to Quent. So you don't even you felt movement, and this thing's moving, but you're still trapped in its stomach, and you're not drowning or anything because you're in its stomach. But you do take 3d6 acid damage. That's 3, 9, 12 points of acid damage. What does that leave you on?
10.
You really need to get out, bro.
Well,
You've
I'm
got that
kind of
gentle
trying
repose.
to.
Okay, so are you making an attack roll?
Of course, I'm making an attack
Roll
roll.
well.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Only problem is it's gonna be with disadvantage because
Yes, it
inside
is.
of something.
Roll well with 2 dices.
Well,
That's going to be enough.
14.
That hits.
Yay.
Roll damage.
Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Oh, yes, it is
Well, that is
good. That is 15 plus 7 necrotic. 22.
It's still up. It's just still up, but it is still up.
That's a good thing I got another attack then. Over 10.
unfortunately.
10 is not enough.
What, he rolled a 10 or you rolled a 10?
3 plus 7 is
You
10.
rolled a 10, okay. That is not enough.
That's what I said. But I do also have an hyena. But I don't
It'd
know
have to
if
come and it'd have to dive into the water after you.
Do it.
Which you could do. It would have the
That-
movement, I would say, and it would be a tracking because it hasn't gone that far. It's only just moved into the water, so you would be able to go in. It's underwater, but it would. I think hyenas can swim.
I mean, I told you right at the beginning of this fight that Arlo gave the hyena the ring of swimming, right?
hyena's definitely gonna try anyways.
Well, unfortunately,
will
a
that be-
hyena isn't proficient in underwater combat, so the hyena will be rolling at
with
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yeah, okay. Well, disadvantage 8 plus 5.
That's
so
enough.
13 to hit it.
It does hit. And you roll 2 dice. It only has 2 hit points, so it will die.
With you inside it.
Oh,
But
and
he
a-
won't.
and-
That
and
means
plus 3.
it means on his turn he can
10
just use
10
his
damage.
movement. Nice. So that's dead. So you are now, and I'll read you out what it says. So 3d6 acid damage at the start of each of the toad's turn. The toad can only have 1 creature swallowed. Oh, I shouldn't have read that bit. A swallowed creature is no longer restrained when the toad dies and can escape using 5 feet of its movement. So on your turn, you can just swim out of it.
So wait, do you say the acid damage is at the start of the toad's turn?
Yes, I did that
In
wrong.
which case,
Did he take
he hasn't lost those 12 HP.
He would have done because the
Toad's
toad.
turn yet.
Wait, the toad
It's
went.
after Sarge, because he's top of the
That's
turn.
correct.
Sarge is bottom of the turn.
Yeah, yeah. So you can take that damage off, Sarge. So that's a different. So I retroactively added 8, and then I retroactively took away 20.
Yeah.
The DM giver from the DM taker.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And since the
On the
hyena
plus side-
acts on Quent's turn, it's still his turn, so can he use his movement to surface now? Not drown.
I would say so. Yeah. I would
Just
say
in time
so.
for the other one to swallow him.
Yeah. You know it, baby.
Oh, he's definitely going
It's
to
just,
swallow Arlo.
it's coming up for air. Just
So it's
crap,
there.
that's another one.
You are you getting to the? You can probably with your movements use 5 feet to come out your stomach. I would say you are probably down about 20 feet, so you can't get to the shore, but you can be in the water. Oh, you
Yeah,
have 40. Do you have 40 feet of movement?
Yes, I do.
You can get to the shore.
Yeah,
But your hyena probably would have to still be in the water because it wouldn't have the. He would have had to do 5, 10 plus 20 down is 30, so it's got 10 feet left, which gets him kind of halfway back out of the water. So he's still underwater, but it can hold his breath. He's fine.
that's fine.
And that is Quent's turn. Takes us to the giant Toads' turn. This one's going to pop out again, and it's going to attack Arlo,
God damn it.
who's no longer grappled. Straight roll.
I guess you could say the toad has a thing for jerky. You know,
19 to hit.
old meat, old jerk meat.
Shield.
Have you got one left? How many spell slots do you have?
That's my 4th shield in a row. That's all my level 1 spell slots.
So you are not swallowed.
I have 2 spell
And-
slots left.
You are not swallowed. And the thing is, these were just the warmer pack to the named bad. No, they're not. And then there is a cool frog creature that I spotted that's like a level 10 challenge rating. I should just drop that in now.
Well, I hope the named bag upstairs is cool with us sleeping for 12 hours down here.
He's gonna just disappear again. But you will now get. You haven't. No, you shielded, so you get no attack of opportunity.
God damn it.
Okay.
Yes.
That's their turn. Takes us to Ash.
Okay.
I would say from your vantage point, you would have seen the giant frog swim off with Quent, and then Quent get back to the surface covered in frog guts,
entrails.
toad guts.
Yeah.
I would say that you may have seen something fly up to attack Arlo, but probably wouldn't know much about it, and you certainly don't see it now.
No. Okay, so there's nothing obvious around, so I'm gonna go up to the shoreline and have a look and see if I can see anything in the water.
Make a perception check.
No, I don't appear to be able to see a lot in the water.
You don't appear to see. It's very murky. It's very dark in here. I mean, you've got a bit of light going on, but not enough to penetrate. All the light that you have is above water, like the light spell that's probably still knocking around as a cantrip, maybe. Whatever you've got. What you can see is just the light reflecting off the water. And there's a lot of mist as well, don't forget.
Yeah. Can I hold an action?
Yes.
Or was the perception the action?
No.
In which case, I shall hold...
I always let you look. You can look. Yeah. If you're investigating, that's different.
Yeah.
Investigating is an action. Perception is just a check.
Yep, okay. In which case, I shall hold. Oh, what's the one that stops their movement? Well, it doesn't stop their movement; it reduces. I'm going to hold Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Or if it pops back up again. And that's
Okay.
me.
Takes us on to Arlo.
Arlo, unsurprisingly, is going to move away from the water.
Get the fuck away from the water.
Oh, he's tempted. Oh, could he make it? No, he doesn't even know that's there. He's
Yeah,
going to
so
move
I
back,
wander up and peer in, and Arlo runs away. Maybe.
and he's going to hold the action, toll the dead.
Yeah, if you see something, you'll toll the dead it. Okay.
Yeah.
Carlo. None. Carlon.
I will see if I can see anything in the water, I guess.
Make a perception check.
Can I use my passive perception?
Do you know what? Yeah, you can. You always can. Yeah. So it's 21, yeah? I would say that you can see shadow moving in the depth. Enough that if you wanted to attack it with a ranged weapon, you could, but it would be at disadvantage.
I'll try to.
Okay.
I should have a hand crossbow.
You do, yeah.
So I move close to the water, and with disadvantage, I roll my hand crossbow. 13 to hit.
Really exciting combat. That hits. So you get shot off, and it's a big old target in there. It's huge.
Yeah.
You catch it on its flank. What damage? And obviously no sneak attack.
9 points of damage.
9 points. Okay. Cool.
And then I move back towards Arlo.
Yeah. Takes us to the giant frog, who are all dead. Takes us to Quent, who's just got to the shore. You don't really know what's happening to your south. You're too busy just getting yourself out of the water. You pull yourself back on the shore. You know the other frog's dead. You look around and you see Ash sort of looking down into the water down there.
I'm gonna step a little bit away from the water, and then I am going to have
Everyone
a
else is
drink.
stepping away from the water. I went towards it.
Yeah.
Have you used your Oh, you don't have it. Stone's endurance reduces damage. You don't have a heal, do you? Oh.
I do have that thing. Stone's endurance.
Yeah, that reduces. That's not the thing. It's barbarians, I think, that get the heal.
Yeah, I have it, but it's a reaction. So I should have probably used it as a reaction, but meh. Instead, I'll just turn to my inventory and have a drink. I do have some healing potions in there.
Mm-hmm.
Potion o' healing. I got 3 of those. I'll take 1 of those and.
Okay, bonus action,
So
potion of healing. So real roll the
like-
dice.
That is 2d4 plus 2. And that was in the way. That is 6 plus 2, so 8.
8 points of
points.
healing back. Nice. And that puts you on 30. Cool.
That it does.
Smashing it back up there. You still got an action if you want to use one.
I don't really see anything, but I will try and call the hyena back to me, obviously.
I'll allow it.
if you can hear me on the
I'll
water.
let you use your action for that. What I would say is, as you haven't attacked anything this turn, you will lose your rage.
No, there's nothing to attack, so.
Yeah. So your rage drops as you kind of calm down. You take a potion, it calms you. You get some hit points back, but you're no longer raging.
But hit yourself
that
with the
takes-
hyena.
You can attack yourself with the hyena. Would keep your rage up. So the giant toad, I think, seeing someone back up there, it just wants some dinner. This isn't a complicated thing for a toad. These guys weren't like trying to hit you for any other reason than food. So it's gonna pop up, and it's gonna try and nom on some ash.
So, do our reactions happen before its attack or after?
Simultaneously.
Okay.
Yeah. So it rolls a 21. No, 22.
Okay. I mean, that will hit, definitely.
So I would say that as it comes up, it kind of grabs you with its tongue. You release your spell, roll to hit. So I won't give you disadvantage if that's what you meant.
That's
Because
what
it's
I meant.
simultaneously.
Yes, that's what...
So it attacks you. As it grabs you, you release your frost, rare frost.
Yeah.
And you do a wisdom saving throw.
Do I?
No.
And it does.
The frog.
So that what I will do is, because in turn order, because in turn order, Ash is above you, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So Ash's spell hits, so it will be, if Ash hits, it will be damage, which I know gives you a bigger
It was
boost
anyway,
to
because
damage.
Carlon hit it.
He did.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes, so it is blood. It's damaged. Not bloody, but it is damaged.
So mine is 12 to hit. Not sure if that
It still hits. It's still only 11, like the giant frog. It's because it's massive.
Oh, right, okay.
With that much armor, so it's easy to hit, but it is pretty deadly.
Okay.
So currently, you can do your damage, and the saving throw, by the way, was I rolled an 18. What was the thing? Was it wisdom?
DC 16 wisdom.
So it succeeded because it's got a 0 on wisdom. So if it had been charisma or intelligence, it was fucked. But yeah, so it succeeds. So no damage. Okay, right.
But 7 points of.
But 7
frost
points
damage.
from you. And its
it
speed is
also
hard.
means its speed is reduced by 10 feet, so it's not massive.
And that's speed that you're going to spend in its belly.
Yeah.
So it grabs you as you hit it. He does toll the die which it takes without taking any damage, and then it sucks you into its stomach. You are swallowed, you are blinded, you are no longer grappled, but you are blinded and restrained. And have total cover, by the way. So if anyone tries to hit you, you are covered. It will take 3d6 on the toad's next turn. And so it used to get back up. It's then going to use. So it only has.
Do I take no damage this turn?
You do. You take the bite damage.
Okay. What was the bite damage?
Which is 1d10 plus. 1d10 plus 1d10 plus 2. That's 12 points of damage. Rolled a 10.
Oh.
And 1d10 poison damage, which is 2. So 14 points of damage. How many hit points have you got? You got 15.
1.
Oh, but you're in its belly. That frog has to die, or else you die.
Oh dear.
Okay, and the frog, so it used, right, so it used its leap. It has a standing leap of 20 feet, which is what it used. Oh, that's what it used the turn before. It was now in the water. It was the other one that leaped. So it can, without a running start, leap 20 feet. Its movement is only 20 feet standing or 40 feet swimming, but you've reduced that by 10 feet, correct?
Yeah.
And
How many times have we argued over how far you can jump?
But this actually says on there, this says it has a standing jump with no movement or run up of 20 feet.
But you can't jump further than your total movement.
It won't. It has a movement of 40 feet. So this is simple. So basically, the strange thing is, oh Jesus, if I jump, I kind of fuck myself. So I used 20 feet of my movement to get to the surface because it was deep. That's why it was so hard to hit. It's now lost 10 feet, so it only has 10 feet of movement left, plus its jump.
No, in the form of the jump. No, that's it, because you can jump, but to prevent people from running 30 feet, their maximum movement, and then jumping another distance, you can only jump and
within your
combined.
movement distance. Yeah. So this thing is going to, it will go into the water. So jumping would fuck it anyway, because if I'd have had full movement, I'd have jumped to the land, then slipped in the water, but it can't because that minus 10, that's hard. Believe it or not, I didn't think it would bother me at all, and it's actually fucked me, but it does drop. It just goes underwater, but it's only 10 feet down underwater at the moment. No one else knows that, but yeah, for the sake of it, it's just disappeared below the surface. That's all you guys know. And Ash is in it. So each of you on the thing, because you're right there looking, and as you're looking, you just see this frog come up. You try and hit it with Toll the Dead. He hits it with Frost, and at the moment that happens, the tongue comes out, grabs it, drags it in, and then it's back underwater. It was literally one movement like a killer whale coming out the water and going back in again. Whoosh! And that takes us to Ash.
Right, so I have 3 options, one of which isn't actually an option because of the way the spell works. So I could try and Misty Step out of it, but I can't for 2 reasons.
You have to see where you land.
I have to see where I land. I'm currently blind, and
Yes.
even if I wasn't
Yes.
blind, I could only Misty Step inside the toads.
Inside the frog, yeah. Yeah.
So that wouldn't be a lot of use.
Could you press to digitate the acid off you?
Dimension door is what you need, because that you can
Yeah.
just go wherever you want.
Yeah. So I can either upcast Healing Word and try and buff up tank a round of acid.
I mean, 3d6, bro.
Yeah. I mean, if I upcast it, I'm guaranteed 6 points of health.
It's not a lot.
Or, so what probably makes more sense is try and kill it and hope somebody else will heal me after I die. So,
We have a full round of everyone else's attacks before it goes.
yeah, exactly.
You could scorching ray from inside it.
Well, I'm thinking oh, actually, that's a good point. Why can't I cast that? Oh, I can. Right. That's per charge, isn't it? So that would be 66 versus 5d8.
But 66, where you have to roll that disadvantage for every beam.
For each one, yeah, you're right. I'm better going Chromatic Orb because I've still got. Did I get favoured by the gods back on the short rest? But I used it, didn't I?
You used it. You used
Yeah,
it.
so
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
use that. So anyway, yeah, you're right. I've only got to hit once with this. So. Yeah, right. Chromatic Orb it is. And
So
let's
Chromatic
hope for the
Orb,
best. At
roll with disadvantage. But it's
Twin
only got an
spell.
11. It's only got an 11. You can't twin spell the same creature, can you?
No. Also, I don't have enough sorcery points to twin spell an upcast.
Oh, I've whittled you boys down. This has been good. I feel good about this combat.
Oh. A
It would have
20
been
and
a
a
natural 20.
14. So a
That's
14
gonna hit.
plus 6
gonna
hits.
hit.
Excellent. So that's unfortunately not a crit. But this is 5d8. Which I doubt is going to kill it, but it can hopefully weaken it a bit.
Oh my god, look at those 8s! Jesus Christ!
35.
What's that, 35?
Yeah, 35.
It killed that killed it. That killed it.
Nice.
Fuck me. It only started with 39 hit points.
That's a
Fuck my
fireball
butt.
right there.
That's a huge hit. Look at that. These are 3 8s and a 5 and a
Yeah.
6. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god.
I
like 4
very
points
much
away
did
from
not think that
damage.
was going to kill it.
I actually didn't think it was going to kill it either. I thought, at the very least, I've got a chance here. Okay.
I'm going to use my movement to swim out of the water. Away from the mild acid that's presumably in the water. Oh dear.
Guys. And at that point, we can take a little break. What a combat! What fun! My God, we had Quent this close to dying. We had Ash this
Even
close to
closer.
dying.
I think Ash is swallowed by this giant frog. It jumps in the water. We all look on in horror, and then suddenly there's like a bubble, 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 bubble.
And then the frog comes back to the
Dispersed.
surface, and he just swims out. Again, both him and Quent just stinking of frog insides.
Oh dear.
Well, I mean, swimming would remove some of it, anyways.
Yes. Right, so at that point, you are free to. We'll take a break. We're gonna take a small break, guys. I'll let Gaz handle that side of things. Give me a nod when you're ready to go to break. In the meantime, we're going to come back. We're going to get to explore the rest of this chamber, and we may. Do we still have a taser? Is Eagle, are you still around? And if you are, do you want to have a little little cut scene? Maybe we cut over to see what Taser's up to. If he's
Still,
if
he's
not,
still
we'll
in the
just carry on.
channel. well, we'll see whether we can contact him during the break.
We'll see if we can contact him. If you want to do maybe we'll do a little side cut to Taser, and we'll see what happens there. Meanwhile, we'll be back in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Yep. And we're back.
Hello. Welcome back, guys. How's it going? Eurosend, any chance the damage will cause the frog to spit him out? There was a chance of that. There was a chance of that. I mean, both the times when the guys could have died inside, in both instances, if they did damage, there was a chance it could spit them out. But it didn't matter because in both instances, they killed it with the damage. I was like, I've been in this little secret roll in the background. I was about to say, well, is it going to spit him out? And it's like, and you've killed it. Oh, we don't need to do that roll then. Hi, guys. How's it going? Paolo is still hanging around. Trace is still there. How you doing, guys? Welcome, welcome. Did we have an eagle? If not, then we'll just carry on for now. Okay, we're going to keep going then. So, guys, you are in a cavern. It is still dark. You are on a path. You can see off to the south a little pathway that runs down. There's obviously a whole bunch of area here, as yet unexplored, which you are welcome to explore if you wish.
And I'm pretty sure the froggies don't have any loot.
The froggies do not have any loot.
Could make a frog suit out of the froggies.
I was going to say.
If you want to spend some time.
Can we take a couple of legs to eat later? I do fancy some frog legs.
If you would like to make a survival check to see if you can carve off some frog meat, I will allow it.
Survive. 12 plus 1, 13.
I mean, you were looking for meat. You didn't get any hide or anything, but you pulled some meat off the frogs. Yeah, you're able to get some meat off there, some tender meat.
Excellent.
Add some frog meat to your inventory.
Did I get that sun sphere from Ash?
Yes.
If
I
you
did
take
too.
it out, so just add Sun Spear. It's a custom item in D&D Beyond. I added it. And you can hold on to that. It's a cantrip, so basically, I'm pretty sure it's not even concentration, so I'm pretty sure you can just whenever you need it, you can pull. Basically, this spear, when you pull it out, you would use a word and it would activate and it would be a light. So you now have a torch, effectively. But it looks like a fucking planet sun. It's like the coolest looking torch ever. Which I gave you because I'm awesome. What are you doing, guys?
I'm going to do something about the fact I've got 1 HP.
And
I
then,
could
and
give
then
you a risky heal.
Arlo,
I could double it to 2.
Arlo, suddenly you feel something knock into the back of your legs,
Oh god.
and you realise it's just your floating disc, which I can't move for some reason. It won't let me. So
Me neither. It's stuck
no,
there.
it's just stuck there forever. What happened there? I've got no idea. We're moving it earlier.
I can turn it around in a circle, but you can't really see that I'm doing that.
No. So, but your floating disc is just knocking into your legs now.
Oh, there it goes.
It's giving you a little nudge, like, "Hello, don't forget me. I'm here. I'm here." Okay, what are you doing?
I don't restrained anymore. Right, I'm gonna. I've not got a lot left, but I'm going to give myself a healing word just so that I'm a bit higher than 1 HP.
Okay.
If I could pick up the damn D4, it's being very gritty.
The damn D4.
So 1 plus 3, so I'm now on 5 points.
5 hit points, kids.
And I'm also going to use my last 2 sorcery points to get back that.
What hit points you on, Arlo?
28.
Do you know what's funny? Out of the entire party, the hyena has the most hit points.
Yep.
I mean, to be
leads the
fair,
way then.
the hyena spawned with more hit points than
It did.
me and
it
Arlo.
did. That was it was a really clutch pick, actually, considering your party's a little weakened right now. Okay, so where are you going? Are you going to go in the water for a swim? Do you want to head south? Do you want to go back to the north and just get out?
Wonderful. Now that the area seems to be, I assume, clear, why don't we have a little look around? I mean, maybe there's something valuable. I mean, who knows? There might be a market for frog eggs out there somewhere.
Yeah, I just don't think I'm going to lead the way. It's a little tender at the moment. So, Clint, how
no
about your
problem.
hyena leads the way?
Quit, my boy. You would be more than happy to lead the way, I'm sure.
I was just wondering, how long was it since we used that mansion portal?
Oh, well.
About 3 hours ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, much less than
Oh, let's get look a bit sheepish here.
What about that? You see, well, I found some books, you see. They were rare, very rare books. And I knew 100% we needed those in our library. So the mansion was upstairs. And, unfortunately, we can't gas until tomorrow.
Ah, well, I'm sure that the books we already have that isn't needed anymore will probably make good tinder or something. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, so who's leading the way? Let's get a party order and where we headed.
I guess I will take Runt, aka the hyena, in front of me, and just go down there, I guess.
Ooh,
So
there's a
you-
whole area.
Yeah, that'll make sense.
So as you look to the south, you see a pathway that leads to the south. You also see a pathway to the east that leads, I believe, down some steps.
What can I see over here?
Arlo's wandering off into the middle of the lake. Brave.
I was not wise.
Hello, I think I see a book down here.
So over in this direction, you see an area that looked like it was kind of... No, this is just like where the original noise of the frog came from. You don't see... And again, do you have dark vision?
I do.
So you can see about 30 feet, right? So you don't see much. You do see an open lake area. There's a couple of islands. You see what you can pretty much see. You don't see anything else. You do seem to see from there. Yeah, you won't see anything. Yeah, that's what you would see.
Ashrin, you sitting on my disc. You look a little hurt.
I'd like to think that he just sits on the disc and just gets pulled along. Okay. Which way do you want to go? Quentin's in the lead, so are you going to go to the south or are you going to go to the east?
Can I investigate the cave?
Which cave?
This one.
I mean, in what way do you want to investigate it?
I want to have a little swim over here.
Oh, you want to investigate it? What the fuck are you doing?
I'm bringing swimming and dark vision. I want to have a look and see.
You want to swim? You can swim. Yeah, just if you just leave it.
Everyone's
I
just
love
looking
that.
at him going,
Quite's
"What's he
leading the way, and
doing?"
you just got into the water and started swimming away on his own. Is anyone following him?
No. Well, actually, I guess I am, because I'm on a disc that's following him.
They're just being pulled along above the water.
I presume the disc floats
Yeah,
above the water.
you follow me, whether you like it or not.
So you do see above you a ledge, but you can't see this ledge that you see. This ledge here, which obviously you can see on the map, that's like 40 feet in the air. You can't get up to there.
I have levitate, but I can't use it yet.
You gather from the noises made earlier. Actually, you didn't hear them, but if the other people were there, the big splash you made probably meant that may be where the splash came from. People dropping from that distance. So that's kind of where the frogs may have come from. I just realised I could have brought reinforcements into that fight, and I didn't.
Yep. Okay.
But also, whilst you're there, sorry, Arlo, just if you go back to where you were, you do feel a slight current. More when you come round here. When you came round sort of this area, you do feel a current running in a southerly... It's very light. You feel a tug. Not the kind of thing that's pulling you along, but there does appear to be a southerly current running down, yeah.
Down here.
Yeah. And it's not so much on the surface, but you do feel a bit of a tug.
Okay, I'm going to go around here. I'm going to stick my head underwater and do a little investigating.
I will allow you to make an investigation or a perception check.
Investigation, of course.
You're sucked into the underwater turbines.
Well, we've all seen those videos of crabs getting sucked into pipes.
It is.
That is a natural one!
Oh.
It's really dark in the water. Even with night vision, your eyes open, you can't really see. There's a lot of mist on the water. You can't, from here, you can't see anything. From the surface, without going for a swim, you can't see anything.
I'm already swimming.
Without going underwater for a swim. From where you are on the surface of the water, you can't see anything.
I'm going to have to roll for this. Right. How wise is Arlo? A 10 or less, he's going to go take a swim.
I like the fact as you get 20 feet underwater, you're going to start bringing him with you.
No, he's going to give up there. He's not interested.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
As you...
Wonderful. I think it's getting a bit dark and scary over here. Maybe we should go back and find the rest of the group, yes?
I mean, I'm quite confused why you came out here anyway, but yes, yeah, normally I might be a bit braver, but at the moment I'm feeling a little on the tender side.
Yeah, so Arlo gets out of the water and he says, "Boy, if you wouldn't mind," and he kind of gestures to the fact he's soaking wet.
Yeah, go on then, I'll dry him off.
So you dry him off for a couple of seconds. He's dry, you're dry. Everyone's dry. Are you cleaning the mark off of...
Quent, yeah, might as well.
You're all nice and clean and dry. And now you can go back to sort of which way you're going to go and who's deciding. Is the hyena deciding?
Well, we can let the hyena take a sniff and see if it prefers one way compared to the other one. I don't know.
Does it have keen senses?
I have no freaking idea.
As a backup plan, I can give Carlon guidance.
But it does have 60 feet of dark vision, though. So it can see far ahead, even if it's dark.
Not convinced it has dark vision.
It has. That's what it says.
Where does it say that?
Right under skills, it says senses, dark vision 60 feet, passive perception of 13.
On giant hyena.
Yes.
Where are you getting that from? Because I'm looking at giant hyena now on D&D Beyond, and it's got 12 AC, 45 hit points, skills, passive perception, rampage, and bite. It doesn't say it has a dark vision. Are you using the token?
No?
Oh, okay.
Sark is looking at the 2024 giant hyena.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's the thing with new rules, right? And so, like, which we're looking at. Either way, I'm happy for it to have So I would say with the sniff / that, it is. I would say in the fight or flight way that a hyena would work, it is less favorable to go down the stairs and more favorable to head to the south. So if you're like, which way should you go, boy? It kind of moves this way and kind of like it's sniffing and then starts growling.
The direction it's growling, I don't think we want to take that way. Because that would probably indicate enemies. We need a little bit of peace and quiet and stuff, so... Yeah.
Well, we can always take that fellow's head upstairs and prove that we've done the thing we said we would do.
That's also an option. Who's up for that option?
I don't know.
Nice
While
and
we're down
quiet.
here, the way it doesn't think there's enemies, worth a look.
Again, it was kind of, it looked down the stairs. It kind of looked down there and didn't seem, it seemed to shirk away from it. I mean, make me, as it's Quent, make me a survival check.
That's a +4. On a 4. Duh.
You get the idea that it's more nervous about going down the stairs than it is about going to the south, but you also get the idea that it's aggressive to the south. That's all you get with an 8.
Well, I shall relay the info to the rest of the party and see what they will do.
We can also just go back the way we came.
Yeah, that's what Arlo just said, and then
Yeah.
and then Quent, and then Astra's like, "But we're."
Yeah. I mean,
Yes, Colin, that is a great idea. We can go back the way we came. As soon as you take a little look down there, my boy.
So we want to check out the south path then, I am assuming.
I mean, I'm curious too. I think Carlon and Arlo want to run away.
I want to give Carlon guidance and tell him to sneak down.
I'll sneak down, but the only way I can see is with that light spell thing. I don't know if that would.
Best,
With the sneaking
best disadvantage ever. It's like, I can sneak, but it's dark, so I get really good sneak. But I have to turn a light on to see anything.
Yeah. Well, I can send the hyena down a little bit and see what it's. Yeah. Well, I can't really see what it sees, but.
Okay, so the hyena goes down, and as it gets to sort of here, it's growling in that direction. That's all you know. It's kind of like it hasn't. You haven't let it off its leash. It hasn't run in there, but it senses there's something down there.
Well, it senses something on the right. It senses something on the south. So, what do you people want to do?
I will recall my spider and have it appear back on my shoulder. But the spider has night vision. And while looking through the spider's eyes, I will sneak downstairs to the south.
You have guidance.
So, first things first, make me a stealth check with a spider.
With a +D4.
If you want to use it on that.
The spider has +4 to his stealth. So 15 plus
That's
the guidance again.
Yeah, if you want to use it. So it's well stealthy. It's moving down. It's on the wall. So what is the perception of a spider? It's you. Are you looking through it? So we'll say it's your. I'd say at this point, if you're focused on it and you're looking through it, you can see. What you can see is 2 bullywugs.
Oh.
Both of which, hearing approaching people, are both pretty scaredly trying to hide. There and there. So like they look like they were guarding something, and they're no longer guarding it. With you guys coming down and that hyena there, they are hiding.
Are we taking on 2 bullywugs and see what they're guarding then, I guess?
I mean,
Well,
2 bullywugs
bullywugs.
Only
versus
2.
2 versus Quent is 1 turn.
That is
It is one
smack.
turn. I'm not even gonna roll fucking initiative. They just lost their fucking surprise round, so you know. And in their surprise round, they were gonna run the fuck away. So. Okay,
well,
let's go.
we can always talk to them.
I can't
You
say
could
I've
try and talk to them. You know the names of people. You know all kinds of things.
Well,
Who is approaching the bullywugs?
I guess
The
me and
hyena.
Gwen.
I was gonna say,
Gwen just goes, off you go.
Well, Carlo, tell them that we were sent by what was his name, Phoebus Splatagoo, or something on those lines.
Yeah. So let's say we go, at least I go downstairs, and I say, hey, you bullywugs, we don't want to fight you. We will fight you if you attack us. We just want to talk.
Hey, you guys. They would come back and go, who is you? Why you come down here?
I don't know, we killed their boss. Not
yeah,
really.
probably don't.
I mean,
tell them.
I wouldn't lead with that. I mean, you know what I mean? I came here to kill your boss. He's dead now. I mean, you
He's
could
dead.
lead with that. That's very intimidating. That's it. I mean, that's one way to go.
We're looking for the treasure that's been coming downstairs. Do you guys know where it is?
Treasure, travels away, not down here. Our own treasure down here.
What is your own treasure?
We protect the babies.
Carlon doesn't really care about babies.
I remember more the baby what?
Frog spawn.
The baby frogs.
Ah, okay. Tiddly poles.
Are
We protect baby frogs till we die. Please don't kill us.
is there anything else dangerous in this caves that we have to know?
Make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. 15.
The safest way in and out is to go to the north. Don't go to the east. Bad things in the east.
Bad things in the east, you say? What kind of bad things?
Lots of it's a what you call a creepy crawlies. Lots of creepy crawlies. There's lots of them. They come around and they go on your skin and they and the other one's like, it's just bugs, man. Get over it.
Don't
Creepy
sound of that.
crawlies.
He's been wanting to leave this place. I saw there was a teleportation circle. But you happen to know the words?
Only the big men know the words. We not big men. We little frogs.
Yes, I see.
We hear a noise earlier. Did you fight the frogs? Did you kill the frogs?
What else? No. No.
Make a deception check.
I've got frog bite marks all over me.
Covered. At least you're not covered in frog anymore, you know what I mean?
That is a... What's that, a 5 minus? It's got to be minus. No, that's just a 5.
The guy, they look at each other and they go, please don't kill baby frogs. This cave should always have frogs. If you kill the main frogs, please leave the baby frogs.
I lean over to Asher and I say,
What was it that Snapjaw wanted us to do again? The lizard guy.
I think it was just kill... What's his name? Farblex, which we did.
I get a bit fuzzy. Did he say remove the leaders or commit genocide?
It sounded a little bit like Arlo's kind of wanting to commit genocide at this point. This is like if we go back to the Nazis and the war, it's like, did Hitler say we should wipe out everyone, or should we just kill some of them?
they say the men or the women and children as well.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh dear.
He's going to need an answer to that question, Ash.
What are we here to do, Ash?
I mean, I'm just to kill Farblex, which we've done. I don't think there's any need to wipe out all the little baby frogs. I mean, the only reason I killed the other ones is because I fancied a few frog's legs to eat, and they seem to fancy us to eat.
When you say that, they're pained look in their faces. Mommy!
I mean, they were going to eat us, so it's only fair game.
So genocide it is then, or?
There's two of them now. Is it genocide? Should we just kill these guys? Let's smash all the babies.
So,
I tell you what, you two have been here for a while, yes?
Yes. Always, we do 8-hour shift.
And you know who Splattergoo, Farblex Splattergoo is, yes?
Yes. He's our leader. He's very supreme cleric.
Then you obviously could tell me what his staff does, right?
It's a very magical staff. It does all kinds of things.
Yes, there's specifics.
It always just seems to glow and do it. Whatever he seems to do, it's way beyond our comprehension.
Inside check.
They're telling the truth. It's way beyond their comprehension.
Oh, I'm sure.
Way beyond.
Oh, and by the way, who are you? What are their names?
Yes.
I am Boris, and this is my friend Benjamin.
There's a very foreign-sounding names for frog people.
Yes, our mother was not a frog. Okay, let's move on. Jesus Christ.
So, I mean, in general, we could commit frog genocide. We could go into a creepy crawly cave, which I don't fancy doing. We could try going north through a waterfall. We could go back and hand in the quest. I figure once we do that, we probably aren't coming down here again, because why would he let us? But is there anything else that we want to do down here, given we're pretty low on health and spells? The only other thing that is down here is the teleportation circle. But is there anyone else down here that's likely to know the password? I mean, we could go back and see whether what's his face wants to give us that to give us the password. He might know the password. Born Grey. That's it. Whether Born Grey knows the password, he might give us it to get us out of here. It's a possibility. Anyone got anything specific they want to achieve?
I would want to go backtrack to the entrance. Maybe look at that waterway, waterfall thing.
We could send one of the familiars in their direction.
Yeah.
The waterfall. But yeah, that doesn't seem to be anything. They haven't. The frog guys haven't alluded to anything like a pile of treasure down here. They've alluded to some baby frogs and some creepy crawlies. I suppose we could ask them. So,
Yes.
what else is down here? So, this appears to be a frog hatchery. We've got the creepy crawly cave. Is there anything down there?
Creepy crawlies.
Are they protecting anything, or are they just? Is that just where they live?
One of them goes, I don't go down there. The other one's like, I mean, it's okay in there as long as you have the fire.
Yeah, but
I don't think there's anything in there. It's just
where they live.
This is just where they live. Yeah.
The frogs live here. Creepy crawlies live there. Your living quarters are up there. Teleportation circles up there. We noticed on the way in, there's like a...
It's like he's a map maker. How you managed to retain so much knowledge?
That's what I do. And I prestidigitate and just create some sparkles out of my fingers.
He's magical. Like our leader. We love Farblags. Farblags.
Yes, he's great, he is.
Fine fellow.
We noticed on the way in, there's like a waterfall or something like that. Do you know what's up past there?
What, did you up past the waterfall? I've seen the waterfall. I've never thought of traveling through the waterfall. What a crazy idea.
Okay. Then to Carlon. Go explore?
Yeah, so go back and go to the waterfall, maybe? Huh?
Okay.
I'm not entirely
The
sure
movie-
how well a spider does through water.
No, well, we've got Poe. Poe can maybe fly through.
Hey, move yourselves. If you want to move, let me just zoom out a little bit so I can get us to where we need to be. Should be able to grab all. Is that all of you? I think that's all of you. Let me grab the spider as well. Let's move you all up to there.
Don't forget my floating disc.
I got it. Yeah. For some reason, you move yourself. There we go. Right, so you come back down there. You see kind of Boglock's dead body in the distance over here, and it was Carlo that had spotted this waterfall here with that appears to be a little pathway through.
Oh yes, there was a waterfall. There was this cave down here we haven't looked in either, have we? Oh wait, no we have. That's just where we've been.
Well, we
Where's that?
didn't loot it Boglock last
I don't think we went in that direction. We were going in that direction, but then we turned around and went that way after that guy got killed.
Oh yeah, right. Yes, right. Yeah, yes.
Okay, so, waterfall. Arlo will summon Poe.
There's a good Raven. There's a good Raven. Right, Poe. We need to
There's
find what's behind
a
the
good
waterfall.
Raven. Sorry, carry on.
We need to find what's behind the waterfall, okay? Fly, my pretty.
He just pushes Poe out into the air and he flaps around, and flies in the direction of the waterfall.
Gonna fly a bird. Gonna fly
Okay.
through a waterfall.
He's going to attempt.
I mean, kingfishers can do it. I'm not sure about ravens.
Make a dexterity saving throw with the raven.
What even is a raven's dexterity?
I don't know. You can pull that up. I'm still trying to find a fucking scepter. Can someone roll me a D100?
D100.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Well, you could always resurrect old
Oh no,
glass.
is that over multiple pages? It must go over multiple pages.
You could always resurrect the Scepter of Glassstaff from Mines of Fandelver. +2 dex. That is a 12.
I mean, as it hits the water pushes it down, but it gets through. Yeah, it's able to get through out the other side. Didn't take any damage.
The D100 you said was a 74.
Okay. That's a good high roll. Fortunately, page 1 of this only goes up to fucking 44. Then there's comments. What's that all about? Why? Why?
There's multiple arms.
Because we don't have a raven.
Oh.
Okay, we'll come back to the scepter. Let's go back to D&D Beyond. Right, so you open
Ola
out...
has his eyes closed. He's like,
There appears to be some sort of cavern behind here. Yes.
It's a big open... It's an open chamber. The water runs around it. You do see in the water in the corner, kind of like over in this direction, just over here, the glint of shinies.
ravens do like the shinies, and so does Arlo.
So
Does Arlon hear this?
he sees it.
No. How do I see it? Can I see it? No.
Arlo,
You currently don't. He hasn't said anything yet. So at the moment, Arlo's looking, and you see shiny things in this direction.
So Poe will fly around in that direction. You do a little circle, cautious
So
circle before
beneath the surface of the water, you see shinies.
landing. Describe the shinies to me.
It's underwater. It's very difficult. It's very dark. Does he have night vision, right? But it's obviously grayed out, so he can't see color. He can just see the glint of a shine. There's definitely something in there that looks.
How deep does it look in terms of raven depth?
I mean, you're not diving into it and flying back out again and picking things up. I'd say it's it's 5 feet deep, maybe.
Yeah, 5 feet
there's
seems too deep for a raven to dive.
Yeah. You don't see. And looking around, make a perception check.
The fucking anglerfish.
That's a 10 minus 1.
You don't see anything else as you look around in here. You just see the glint, a glint beneath the water to the east of the chamber.
Okay, it's too deep for Poe, so Arlo will dismiss Poe. And he'll turn to the group and he'll say,
Well, yes. So there seems to be something interesting back there. I don't see any creatures or nasties or any of these creepy crawlies the frogmen were talking about. But I see something shiny under the water. Could be gems. Could be money. Could be anything. Could be nothing. Could be glass. I think it is worth us looking at.
What?
Who would like
Did
to
it look
join
like
me
there
through
was
the
anything that
waterfall?
was going to eat us?
God, no. No. Should be fine.
Go on then.
So, when Carlon hears shiny things and beneath the water and no enemies, he dives in and...
I love it. So Carlon's in. Carlon's gone. Is everyone following?
Yep,
Yeah,
and Arlo's got a ring of swimming, so he's beating Carl.
I would say, right, I say once he goes, you go, and you do it. So I would say the two of you arrive way before anyone else. Why have I got two Arlos? That's just confusing. The hyena doesn't go in the water unless commanded. What are you guys doing?
I'm 20 foot behind Arlo on a disc.
Oh, yes, you've just been dragged along. So you're about here right now in the water, on the disc. I love it. And Quen, what are you doing?
I'm just looking at it and go like, what the fuck just happened here?
So you heard shinies. If you
Yeah.
wanted to go and join them, or you can just stay here.
I think I'll keep watch out here.
Okay. Guys. As you walk over to that corner, the two of you see now that if you are you using your light, Carlon?
Yeah.
So you see the glint of what looks like gems beneath the surface.
I cast Mage Hand.
I also cast Mage Hand.
I'm gonna have a mage hand fight.
It's just like, are you gonna start slapping each other?
I do want to get wet.
The gems.
I can't
Thumb
see his
war.
Mage Hand, to be fair.
Mage hand thumb war.
So if you both send your mage hands over, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Are they invisible mage hands?
Mine is.
Mine is invisible, yeah.
So yours is invisible and just starts bringing gems back to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm reading.
That's bad.
It is bad. You know it's bad.
Quen, where are you, Quen?
So many gems, guys.
I see the DM.
So many
reading,
gems.
And
Yes, and I cast Fireball.
I hold Ray of Frost.
So you're taking the gems. Yeah, there we go. So as you take the gems, I need you both to make. You're very distracted, so I need you both to make me a. Carlo, don't worry about it. You're fine. Arlo, make me a perception check.
You know my perception is like -1, right? That's 13 minus 1, 12.
So you don't spot, but Carl, the moment it does drop, you spot. Ash, you're kind of out the way there. You do have night vision, but let me know if you see. So make me a perception check, Arl. Ashren.
6 plus 4, 10. So I see.
So
I see
you
even
don't
less
see
than
either.
Arlo.
You're watching. You're seeing in there. You can't really see much. You're really injured. You're lying on the disc, man. You're done. Arlo, Carlon, you're the one who spots like you just hear a as like from the ceiling, something gelatin drops next to you. I need you all three of you for the moment, not Quentin unless someone tells him. I need the three of you to make me a what the fuck is what I'm looking for?
Initiative.
Not insight. Initiative. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Let me clear the initiative rolls. That's far too jaunty for action music. Right. And I'll add you on. More combat, guys. What a session we're having today, huh? This is banging. It's always good getting the dungeony bits of a dungeon. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad I'm not next to the blob, and I am floating on a disc over water.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, you kind of like... what I would say is that he's here. He would follow you on your shoulder, so he's knocking around.
That's quite small for an ooze. They're usually 4 squares.
It is a grey ooze. Which I now need to double-click on.
It's a pity the Eagle's not here. He'd explain to everyone that you can really F over your weapons if you attack an ooze.
You mean corrode metal? Any non-magical weapons that make an attack against the ooze take damage?
Depends on the ooze, but yes.
It's also the fact that you didn't need to roll anything and it didn't have to roll stealth because it has false appearance. When it's in an area with rock or an oily wet pool, it can just be indistinguishable from the oily wet pool or rock. Hence the reason you didn't see it. Even with a 20-1 passive perception. And I didn't add that. That was in this campaign. I'm like, yes, please go in that room. I mean, by the way, it's not amazing. It's only a CR half.
Does anyone remember when Toxeros attacked an ooze, had his monk clothes burnt off, and so you pulled out of your bag of holding a tuxedo to spend the rest of the campaign? Right, guys.
So it is going to get a surprise round on Arlo and Ash, but Carlo will get to go before it. But I haven't rolled it yet. I'm about to. So Carlo does not get surprised because his passive perception was so high. But we're going to use the new rules. So currently, Carlo will be... basically, Carlo will see it, so isn't surprised, which means he can move and can react. but it is still going to go first other than that, if that makes sense. Let me just put this in order. So it's going to drop, and I'm going to roll. Straight 50-50 roll, and I rolled shit. So because it's going to attack you, Carlon, we will go in order from top to bottom. So Carlon, you go first, but the other two guys are surprised, so they don't go. So Carlon can still go on turn and first round. You see it drop behind you. You're reacting really quickly because you kind of saw it come from the sky. It doesn't surprise you. You're ready to rock and roll. Knock yourself out.
Okay, so I can attack it or whatever?
You can, yeah. You saw it drop. By the way, today's big combat, today's ooze combat is brought to you courtesy of this motherfucking can of beer. Look at that. I saved this for D&D. I've had this for weeks. It just looks so fucking cool. This is a great Sunday D&D beer. Carry on.
You should have had that for the board game night.
I know.
So, it was non-magical weapons you said, right?
You know nothing.
You know nothing.
You
have to do what you would have done.
Might be a good idea.
I would say, Carlo, do what you would normally do if I hadn't said anything about that. And what I would say is, roll me a straight up intelligence check. Just your intelligence modifier.
14.
You are unaware of its abilities, so yeah, you wouldn't know anything.
Yeah. So I see it dropping. I'm scared shitless. I will attack it.
Yeah.
Booming blade.
Yeah.
With my dagger of venom, which has the highest, which is a magical weapon. So I don't know if it's
correct. So you can make an attack with that first of all.
Yeah. So that would be 19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so that is from my dagger 8 points of piercing. And from the booming blade it is an additional 2 points. And since I have an ally next to it...
I would say because the ally is unaware of it...
Doesn't matter.
It's not engaging it. Therefore, it's focused on you, and you don't get sneak attack on this guy.
That's not a requisite of a sneak attack.
What does it say?
You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Yeah, go on then.
And an additional 9. So 19 points of damage.
Oof. Okie dokie.
And for my bonus action, I will disengage.
You motherfucker.
And move the fuck away from it.
See, I would say you would normally attack, because you do, but I'll let it go, because you are all a bit hurt at the moment and trying to avoid damage, so you're like, and you do disengage and hide a lot, so I'll give you that. Okay, So then it goes next. Seeing you disengage and move away into the darkness, it then turns to its next target, and will attack. That is a...
The spider isn't here actually.
I just think he's on your shoulder, but yeah, you can swing him in and out. Anyway, actions. It's +3, so 19 to hit.
Shield.
Shield again.
Is that a level 2 shield?
It is a level 2 shield.
I love it. It's just taking those spell slots away, man. You know what I mean? The big fight is coming up in a minute. It's just whittling you down. You're going to leave this cave and there'll be shitloads of them. And you're like, and we're all going to die now. Because we wasted all our spell slots on a fucking slime that had like barely any hit points. Okay, so it's shielded. Pseudopod was its action. In fairness, shield was pretty good shout because the acid damage would have corroded your shit. So that wouldn't have been good. It
Oh,
is
so
going.
So it is the type of ooze that corrodes.
It is the type of ooze that corrodes. Yeah, very much so. It is going to read this. It's going to move away.
Does it?
Do you want to take? You can't take an attack opportunity because you've used your reaction.
Yeah.
And it moves into the water and disappears because it is.
No, because I use booming blade. If it moves,
Oh,
it takes-
you bastard!
it takes 2d8 damage.
Oh man,
Roll damage.
I fucking forgot that, didn't I?
It probably wouldn't know.
It wouldn't.
So it
No,
takes
exactly
an
that.
additional 16
Max
points of
Wow,
damage.
nice.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it is still up, but it is barely still up. Holy shit. Holy shit. But it's disappeared. You as it moved, you lost it. It's somewhere. Which takes us to Ash. So now we go back to the top of the round. Carlo, you get to go again. But you don't know where it is.
I don't know where it is. I use my mage hand to keep
Getting gems.
getting gems, yeah.
Amazing.
And I
You have an
keep
action
away
to
from where
steal
it went.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you saw it disappear. You saw it move into the water. And that's all you saw. So you don't know where it is. That's your turn.
If
Arlo.
it went to-
Right. It's in the water, is it?
You saw it, so you saw it move into the water, and then as soon as it hit the water, it spread like an oil, and you have no idea whereabouts in the water it is.
Yes. You wouldn't let me use magic missile because I can't specifically see it.
You cannot see it, correct.
Okay. Right. So Arlo takes one step forward, and he says,
That's not gonna save you now, you bastard!
and he pulls a magic mirror out of his bag of holding, and he just swoofs it across. If it can see the magic mirror, it must make it.
It cannot.
What do you mean it cannot?
It cannot.
Surely it can see the magic mirror.
Not if
Nope.
it's not turned round.
I
just that.
believe. I believe it has sight.
It does have sight.
There you go. Can see it.
Maybe it's gone round
No,
the
it can't.
corner.
I think we're having a debate over blind sight right now.
We're having a debate over where walls are.
What was that? Right. Okay. Well, Arlo is
Because there is definitely a
for
curve
the sake of argument. Arlo is standing where he's standing, and he is
You've got the mirror. You stood there.
channeling,
You're showing the
channeling a
mirror.
mirror in that
Yeah.
sort of direction.
That's it. So it channels it in that direction, and it doesn't see it.
Right. Okay. And the mirror has a range of 30 feet, so that's more like that.
Yes.
The Arlo's standing there with a mirror.
Yeah. Just took a picture of the screen. It's hilarious. That's funny. Right, we'll show you that later. Okay, so that's your turn, yeah. Now, how long does that mirror? That will stay there for the entire. Is that like an action and then it goes away? Does it last a period of time, or is it there for the entire time?
Well, so long as he's holding the mirror up, it's just if you can see your reflection. So if you
Do you
move-
not have to do an act? So if you can see your reflection at any point, you don't have to say a keyword. You can just hold it open. So if you left it pointing towards a door, the moment someone opened that door and walked in, it would catch like a trap. Is that the case?
Okay, so let me just read it.
Yeah.
Any creature other than you that sees its reflection in the activated mirror while within 30 feet of it must succeed a yada yada yada.
And how long does it stay active for when you activate it?
There is no limit. Well, I can see.
Okay. So you could leave it activated, pointing at a door.
It remains activated until you use an action or speak a command word.
There you
again.
go. So you could put that at the entrance to your mansion at any point, and anyone who came near it would get sucked in. It's actually a
Interesting.
trap in itself, which is very interesting. Okay, so you're pointing it in that direction and activating it. Excellent.
Which is why
Is that
you
your
tried
turn?
to break the mirror at least twice.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. No, none of us got mend. That mirror's probably only got 3 health points.
Okay. Ash.
I'm kind of going. I just think we've got enough treasure now. We could probably just leave it.
I'm taking all the treasure.
I'd like to think he said that as well. That is what happened. Ash's turn is those two conversations happening.
And then I'll hold Ray of Frost, in case I see it again.
Okay.
And make sure I'm against this wall, so nice and away from it. Or where I saw it go.
Okay.
What's Quent doing while all this happens?
He's unaware, blissfully unaware. Remember, there's only been like 10, this has been like 20 seconds at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, what I'm going to say is, so what is the saving throw on the mirror?
DC 15 Charisma.
So now would you know if it goes in the mirror?
That's a good question. If I can't see it, and it's underwater, let's say, I wouldn't necessarily know that it's seen it and disappeared. Unless there's like a void or something in the water, a splash.
Okay.
I mean, I can check the mirror, and I can check the 12 prison cages, I think it is. But
so at what point are you going to check it? You're going to check it on your turn?
Well, right now, I don't know.
Okay, so its turn is over. What are you doing? We're back to Carlo.
It is Colin.
I'm stealing gems.
I'm grabbing loot.
So you're looting. So I'll say now, around this time, it wasn't that
I will
much
also check. I will also hold an action to do something, but to hold my booming blades again. But
okay.
During that, I will keep. I use my bonus action for the mage hand, getting loot. Yeah.
You're just getting loot. You're gathering up the jewels. So you gathered some jewels, yeah, and that's your turn.
Yeah.
Ash.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just going to continue to...
Oh, wait, no, sorry, I missed Arlo. I think I hit double on that one.
Yeah,
so, Arlo, it's your turn. What are you doing now?
I am just going to run up here, and I'm going to do a very similar thing. I'm going to just sweep the mirror across the water at this point.
Yeah. So you're mind sweeping the mirror, looking for an ooze. Okay. I would say you do that for 2 turns. I'm guessing everyone's going to just hold actions and look.
Yeah.
You get all the gems. You now have all the gems.
Perfect.
Now what you doing?
So I've swept it. Nothing seems to be happening. You know, we've waited an appropriate amount of time. So deactivate it, whatever. Turn the mirror around. And start looking through the prison cells to see whether I see an ooze trapped in there.
You do see a grey ooze trapped in the mirror. It was hidden, but it then came out of its hiding place to get you, and it immediately saw itself in the mirror and got sucked in. It has a -5 on intelligence and a -4 on charisma. It was never going to save, let's be honest. So you have now you need to write this down. Let's put. We haven't done any notes today, by the way. We're not in the session. This is crazy. So,
what type of ooze is it?
it's a grey ooze.
Okay, mirror room 1, grey ooze. That will come in useful later on. I have no doubt.
Do you not have someone else in the mirror?
We took him out, and it was Bogluck or someone.
No, you had Bogluck, and I thought didn't you get some guards at the beginning of this? I'm sure I had a note for it. I don't know if I do anymore.
I thought we
you
had
already
somebody
had.
else, but I can't remember.
I'm sure you have someone in the mirror.
I'll look back on and check.
Yeah. So great ooze in the mirror. I've written that down. Scepter to be identified. Okay. Right. So you've got so now guys, let's just hit that button.
Oh, Bessie might be in the mirror. That might have been a while back.
Poor Bessie. Would you like to know how many gems you got?
Yes.
You're gonna get Carlon now is about to get very excited. 1,800 gold pieces worth of gems.
You're damn well splitting that.
So if you want to write, what I'll do is I'll take a copy of the actual the value of the gems, because you might not get that value when you sell them, don't forget. So let me just throw this in my notes. And I work out what those gems are in case anyone needs them for spell casting. But right now, let me just throw it in Roll20. It's that. 250 gold pieces, 5 times 100 gold pieces, 1 200, 1 400, and 1 600 gold piece gem.
I'll have you know, it's very expensive being a wizard.
I mean, it's quite
It's
expensive.
very expensive to be a rogue that has no money.
You know, I mean, he started the campaign with nothing.
For some reason, I want to eat a gem. I can't remember what sci-fi / cartoon is it where one of the characters likes eating gems.
Baldur's
Nope,
Gate
just
3 and your name is Gale?
Who knows? I mean, yeah. Right, guys, so what you do? Are you now going to head back up into the castle, or do you want to head into the southern area that you've not explored yet? Which may or may not connect to the other where you were.
I could maybe send Poe down there.
So presumably we come out of here first anyway and go back to where Quent is.
Quentin's just like, hey.
So yeah, there's this way that we haven't been, which as you say, may or may not be the spider cave.
Are you sending Poe down there?
Creepy crawly cave.
Yes, so I'm going to cast guidance on myself, and therefore Poe. And Poe is going to... Does Poe have dark vision? I'm going to look this up.
Sarge should have got it. It's the dragon from My Little Pony that likes eating gems.
I was just finding.
How do you know that?
That says so much about the people playing this campaign right now.
It does, doesn't it?
Spike the
Spike,
dragon.
yes.
No, he doesn't have dark vision. Is it, it's dark in all this cave, isn't it?
1 second. Hold the line, please, caller. I would say it's lit up in that direction.
Okay. Poe's going to fly down there as stealthily as possible. And have a little look-see.
It's weird. It says that you can do light, but it never works. Right, let me do that. Let me check I've got the lights in there. So as Poe goes down there, is that the right? Yeah. So I'll do this in the theatre of the mind anyway, whilst you guys are thinking about it. Guys, as he flies down there, he goes into a room that is flooded with sticky, reeking mud. The whole chamber just covered in mud. Make a stealth check with the Raven.
That was 22 plus Dex, so 24.
What, stealth?
Yes.
So it just hovers at the top there, no one sees it. You just see a couple of bullywugs just rolling around in the mud.
Okay.
In the first room, there appears to be a couple of bullywugs. This appears to be some sort of recreation room. It's very muddy. They seem to be rolling around enjoying themselves. I think we could take them if we tried, but why? There doesn't seem to be much here.
So Poe can't really see anything, can he?
Just, literally, it's just two bullywugs rolling around in mud.
Okay. Are there any exits to this room?
There is the exit to the west, which if you can see it there, you can see it on the Twitch stream. If I get Arlo
I'm
and move
pretending
him.
I'm Poe.
Yep. Okay, so Arlo is not very wise. He's going to continue with what is probably a reckless course of action.
If he's flying, how far can you fly him for? And
So long as he's within 100 feet, I can see through his eyes.
whereabouts are you standing?
Let's pretend I've gone...
To the top of the stairs, yeah?
Yeah.
So you can keep hold of him up to about this area.
Right, what I'm going to do for you is... Oh, come on.
Even into that rim. Is that as the crow flies, or?
There's 100 feet.
Yeah, so is that as the crow flies? Or do you have to be at sea? No, you don't, do you? You can go around corners.
It's telepathic.
Yeah, so you can see in the whole... Yeah, you're all good. So you can go in the next cave, start flying around.
Okay. So he flies into the next cave.
Doesn't see anything. See, lots of holes in the wall.
Lots of holes in the wall. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's going to fly north.
Empty cavern.
So fly us north, Q guess. Is there anything in here?
Empty cavern.
And then keep going.
As spoiler alert, it takes you. You realise that's where you were earlier.
Some dead bodies.
So I'm going to dismiss Poe. I'm going to tell everyone.
Right. So, there appears to be some bullywugs to the south. They are happy as pigs in mud, shall we say. Now, they warned us, you see, that there were creepy crawlies down there somewhere. I mean, this cave connects back to where we were, you see. And, I didn't see any creepy crawlies, so I can't comment on that. But I did see holes in the walls. So maybe a nest of some kind. So certainly I believe it's safe enough for us if we wanted to go south and confront those two bullywugs. That cave afterwards, is a little bit of an unknown, I think.
Did you see any reason that we would want to confront the bullywugs?
Well, let me ask you a question, Wonder Boy. How much do you like mud?
Not massively. I mean, I'm not against it, but...
Then I don't really see a compelling reason. Short of genocide, of course.
You and your genocide.
He does love the genocide.
And I just tap him on the shoulder.
What say you, Quent? Carlo? Should we head back upstairs or, have a word with those bullywugs?
Leave him be. Let's go up.
While Poe was flying around, I was looting Boglock for anything valuable.
We did that already.
No, we didn't.
We didn't, but then we sort of did retroactively.
Yeah, I think we did. We did something around that, and that's how something happened. We've definitely done that. Gemna did something, or she took something. I can't remember what we did, but we definitely did it in a way.
Okay.
Right now.
Anyway, I take whatever clothes or whatever I can from him, so I might have advantage on after I do a disguise self spell.
I can't remember if that's what Gemna did. Did she not take his clothes so that she could be him?
No, she just used disguise spell.
Okay. I mean, I'll allow you to take his clothes. They are non-magical, so you may look a little bit. They may not be your size.
Does he wear?
Bogluck doesn't say, so I would imagine it would be. Let me just get his character sheet up.
Because if it's more than leather, it might impose disadvantage.
No, I'll just do disguise self. Though I don't know if he has like tiny trinkets or whatever, just to make it extra.
Yeah, it doesn't even on his character sheet in any way say. It says what his abilities are. It doesn't say what he's wearing. He is an orc. He is a large person, even though he's a medium humanoid. He's still quite large for a medium. Kind of like, I would say size-wise, if Quent wanted to put some of his gear on, he could. I would say that if you put his gear on, it would look a bit ridiculous on you because it'd be too big.
Well, with disguise self, I can make myself a little bit bigger as well. But...
Okay. So if you wanted to try that, you could try that. So if you want to use disguise self and put his gear on, you could. I would say that he is a fighter class, so he would have heavy armor, so that would give you like any kind of.
I'm not changing armor or anything. I'll just.
Right. So you're just going for a bit of flourish, like if he's got any kind of. If he's got any anything's on his armor, like any kind of like a pullover. So the stuff on top of his actual armor, if you've played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you'll know what I'm talking about. His jacket that goes around his armor, you're putting on, but you're not putting his armor on. That's fair enough. So yeah, you see that he's got a couple of things there. He's got a crest. He's got like a little cloak that he wears. So you take his cloak. So you can have Bogluck's cloak in your inventory if you want. Add that as just a random custom item. He's also got just a pair of his breeches are a different color to yours. You've got like leather. You're wearing leather, so you wear his kind of like over his armor. He's got these like almost like chaps that you would get in a cowboy thing. They're kind of like these things that strap onto your padding rather than actual, and he would wear his armor under that. So it's like padded on top. You could certainly put that over the top to make it look like that over your leather trousers without taking his actual armor off. So yeah, you can do that. I'll add that and give you an advantage situation if you try to pretend to be him. That's not a problem.
Yeah, because I guess we're moving upstairs now, and he was he was the reason that we need to give Eagle in custody. So if we come back without him, it's not that good.
Yeah, we don't have. I don't think there's much else we can do down here now without having the keyword to the portal.
Yeah.
I suppose actually, before we go up, let's have a quick game plan. So we're gonna go back up. Say we've killed Farblex, we've got the evidence of that, that's great. Probably, just more saying this to Arlo because it's in the bag of holding, maybe don't pull the head out in front of everybody. Because although we've got the deal with him, I don't think he particularly wants to let everybody else know that he's in on killing Farblex.
Good. Of course, yes.
What do we then want to do? What's our plan? Obviously, yeah, we want to pick up Tazar, but then are we going to ask if we can have the portal activation code to teleport out of here? Do we know where the teleport goes, or do we want to go back the way we came? Or what do we want to do?
One of those awkward moments where we try and remember what we're actually trying to be doing.
I'll summarize it to make it easier, because we're getting to the end of the session. So effectively, you're sent here to try and figure out where the treasure's going, what their plan is. So far, you've discovered that this was the destination of the treasure, and from what you could gather from the footprints and from everything else, you've realized that some of the treasure, especially about the amount of gems that you gathered, without really making a roll, you realize that it's possible that those gems are gems that may have been dropped into the water that then flowed under the waterfall into that area, and the ooze saw pretty shinies and kind of hoarded them in the corner. It loved the texture on its skin is what it actually says in the thing. So like the ooze was kind of hoarding the gems that were taken. So you kind of do gather that some of the treasure is coming through here and still being taken further. So this was a waypoint much like the Roadhouse, and it's possible that the teleportation circle leads to that destination.
Right.
Okay, so we could try and report back what we know so far, or we can try and get through the teleportation circle. Not entirely sure what our what his motivation for letting us go that way would be, but we could ask.
I could cast Detect Thoughts and try and pull the information from his mind.
Okay. That could be interesting.
That would be my last spell slot, but I could do that.
And then he catches you. Game over, motherfucker.
I do not have any divination dice left, no.
What a day, guys. I have pushed you to use everything that you fucking have. I love it.
Yeah.
So you can ask him, or you do know that you do know it exists. You also know Jamnus around somewhere.
Oh.
Somewhere.
And Taser is definitely somewhere as well. Making bullets.
Right. Do we want to head back up then? Oh, yes.
I think so.
Turn to Carlon. So, Are you going to hold back, or are you going to go straight in as what's his name?
Actually, they didn't know that Arlo and Carlon came down here.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so are
Correct.
you going to hold back and see whether we need him, or are you going to go straight in as
I will go as Boglock because
Boglock.
if you guys are walking around without him, you might get attacked.
And I'm going to detect thoughts from a distance.
Okay.
So you're going to sneak.
Yep, I will sneak, and I will also use guidance, and Bogluck will bluff.
Okay, so Bogluck. So just to get the idea, you're going to go back up into the castle. Let me load the map up. So you're going to go there anyway, right?
Guys,
I'll then remind us that we're
guys.
starting their next session.
Before we go up into the castle, can everyone please stand on the floating disc? So that
What, to make it
You
disappear?
can't all float on the standing.
No,
you want to
he
make it
wants to
disappear.
destroy it, so he's not. While he's stealthy, he hasn't got
do you know
this
what?
big disc
Because
floating behind
it's a
him.
ridiculous. But I will allow you because you're only doing it to make a point. I will allow you to dismiss the floating disc. I think any magic you create is dismissible.
that one doesn't say it is. It actually does not say in the description.
But we'll go with it. Right, so things are back to normal. So I'm going to kind of get rid of all those people. I'm just tidying up the map you're about to go into. In fact, no, we will. We got about 10 minutes. So actually, what I'll do is, as you head back up the stairs, let me write. I'm gonna write some notes.
Now there is
Head back up the stairs. We wonder what is in that room to the south, and then choose not to go into it.
There is one minor thing, actually. If Arlo's going to be hiding, you've got the bag of holding, so we'll take the head and just put it in a normal backpack or something or other, because we might need it.
Yes.
I will hold the head as Boglock.
Okay.
Okay.
It hasn't rotted an inch.
But you probably again want to put it in a bag or something or other, because
No. I'll just keep.
No, we don't want everybody to notice that
We
you've got
don't
it.
want all the other
This was a
bullywugs
secret.
just like this.
Yeah, this was a secret
Secret
mission. The
mission,
bullywugs
secret
would
mission.
revolt, so
We just tell all the cultists that the Bullywugs betrayed us and they should kill them all.
I mean, if you want to do that, that's a decision. I'll let you guys discuss that whilst I'm making notes.
I definitely think we should hide it for now. We can bring it out when we need it.
Arlo,
Yes.
make me a stealth check.
That is terrible. That is a 4. Plus 6. That's 10.
Arlo is following up behind you guys, and everyone's like, why is he, like, walking funny? But you think you're totally stealth, and you're like, no one can see me. I think at this point, someone will be like, dude, we can all see you. You know you're right there, right?
Just everyone's looking at you, and there's just a guy in the background just sticking his head out.
Yeah.
Just popping back in.
Okay. So I'll identify the step by the next session. You have a graves in the mirror. You head back up the stairs. I need to just reckon my notes as well. Prep map for next session. Delete bodies. There's bodies everywhere on the map. They'd have cleared up those bodies. It's been an hour at least since you've been downstairs. So you've been a while. Because you took a short rest down there. So the castle's got back to normal pretty much. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to pick this up next session. You're going to head upstairs.
As a quick one, Eagle,
Yeah.
are you there at the moment?
I am indeed. I am sat here.
Do you want
Doing
to
the
quickly
thing.
make some bullets before we finish off?
So I would say, right, what would have happened is he would have taken you to a blacksmith thing. There wouldn't be a way to make bullets. Making bullets takes a long time. What I would say is it's something, maybe a technology that they have been looking into. They've found black powder. They're aware of this whole thing. So one of the Borngray maybe, or one of his subordinates would sort of pull you aside and be like, I see your firearm, and what we're going to do is we're going to say that in the first instance, I need you to make me a persuasion check to see if they'll give you access to their technology. Don't roll shit. Hello.
Oh, there we go.
10.
Okay. So, in the first instance, they pull you into a room and they're like, Born Grey speaks to you directly and he says, like, your friends will hopefully do for me the job I require. If this is the case, you'll all be free to go. He then sort of, you'd mentioned about the sort of weapon situation, and he says, that's interesting. Maybe we can help each other out here. You see, we've been developing various things, but our store of what you seek has managed to get a new tenant, shall we say. And if you're able to clear out this tenant, then I'd happily give you a good supply of what you need. What say you?
What do you call a good supply?
Oh, I'm sure we can come to an ample agreement. And he sort of walks over to the a guy there in the corner, and he's like, "Well, we've only got these take a while to make it. We've only got a few, but we can certainly give you a bag." And he turns to the guy. How many's in a bag? About 50, mate. So yeah. I can give you a bag of 50 of these of this ammunition, if you're able to liberate the barrel that we need, that's in the tower.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Obviously, you have to liberate the barrel before we give you the bullets. I'll tell you what, though. As you're on your own and your friends are busy, we can give you a few just to help you on your way. We won't want you going up there with just that little sword that you've got, that little rapier. So he gives you 10 bullets. So you can add 10 bullets to your inventory, and in order to get another 40, or maybe another 50 with a persuasion check, you need to liberate a barrel of gunpowder from the tower. That's all you know at the moment.
I hope you're writing notes, Eagle.
I am, it's fine. Taser needs to liberate a barrel from the tower. He has... So you had 2 bullets left, right?
I actually had 1 bullet left.
So you now have 11 bullets. So you have 11 bullets, plus your other weapons and all your skills. Because you would have had a good rest in this time, so you can feel free to hit the short rest button and use any hit dice. So you should have full health.
I don't need it.
You should have a good amount of... Any of your short-term abilities are usable, and you have 10 bullets which you can expand in a combat, which we will do, provided you can make the next session, at the start of the next session. So we will begin with Tazar heading back to where he's already been with Ash, to the loft where he would have found the bullets if you motherfuckers had just fought that thing and not ran away like cowards. I couldn't believe when you ran away. And he's like, "Do I get bullets?" I said, "Well, you fucking could have done if you hadn't have left the fucking tower." So yeah, so you can get some bullets. You just need to go and defeat the monster in the tower on your own. It's a tough fight, man. It's going to be good. So we're going to start the next session with it. Speaking of the next session, before I do our dice rolls, let's get our next session loaded and booked in. What do we think?
So at the moment, okay, my news is PC is fixed and working. However, my internet hasn't been updated yet. So yeah, I'm still waiting on that. But I'm here. I can attend.
Yeah, you don't need much to be able to do it, as long as you can see a screen where it's going on and talk to us. You know, that's the
Yep.
People in the old days used to play D&D with just maps on the table. So as long as you can see the map on the screen, even if
Yeah,
it's on your phone.
I've had to watch through Twitch because the D&D's been black for me because I'm not on the map. But apart from that, yeah,
Of course. You should have said that. I should have thought of that. I could have put you in there. But yeah, but you can. But yes, it's all good. What we'll do is we'll do that. So when are we doing it? Is the question. So every other week for the next month and a half, I'm busy. That makes sense. So I can't do 4, I can't do 11, I can do 18, I can't do 25. So basically, the 18th is the best week for me to do a Sunday show.
Would you believe it? I'm doing a Eurovision party night outside of London.
Of course. So then
it's
the 1st of
Eurovision
June.
that weekend.
Yeah.
So the 1st of June is then the next one.
Yeah, I'm free the 1st of June.
Which isn't bad. That's about a month away, actually. I was trying to jump on sooner, but the 1st of June, if we could do the 1st of June, that's when things get back to a normalcy for me until Aki's party. But for the next, 5 weeks, I've got 3 weeks of shit, so...
You're lucky, because then it's Eid, Germany, and Glastonbury.
Glastonbury, baby!
What are you doing for Eid?
Okay,
Wouldn't you like to know?
so shall I put, is everyone free on the 1st?
Okay, more sex, right.
I'm hoping by the 1st I may have better interwebs and be streaming myself. So
Nice.
yes, hopefully, if the dates are actually correct and things go ahead, I will try and keep somebody updated.
Yeah.
To be in the D&D.
So 1st of June, guys. 1st of June is when we're penciled in the next session, guys. Get ready to watch that if you're watching currently. We'll be back, and we're starting with Taser fighting a monster of yet to be decided because they ran away so quick they don't know. But I believe it had tentacles. That's what I remember.
I seem to remember it attacked us or something or other, but yeah.
I don't think you even saw it. I think tentacles came from the ceiling. But at least he's got ranged, which is nice.
Yes.
I think he didn't have bullets last time, so it's probably a good job he ran away. But yeah, so he's
Yeah,
solo. I need to look at the monster to see how bad it is. I think it's a pretty intense fight. Maybe they'll send someone with him.
The problem
We'll
was
have
that was
to see.
whatever it is, web does. So whatever it is has some kind of web ability.
I will look at how hard it is and maybe send. Maybe Born Grey will send a couple of guys with you. But you will lead them, and you will lead a party to go and do that. Meanwhile, because that will happen whilst they were doing what they were doing.
Yes.
So that's simultaneous. What we'll then do is we'll then skip to you arriving back, and obviously them arriving back for the discussion about what's going to happen next and whether they should kill you or not.
Is there any chance I could maybe retcon calling the Alfred maybe just to borrow him for maybe a session?
No, he's gone. He's long gone with the horses. He didn't even make it to this castle. He left at the last place. But Jamna is knocking around, so it's possible that she could assist if she was watching. But I'll have a look at the difficulty. And if it's not that hard, you do it on your own. We'll see what happens. Right,
Yeah.
guys, so that's what we're doing. So we're going to have Taser fight, then we're going to have everyone gathered together and meet the big bad-ish of the area and decide where you guys are going from there. But for now, 1st of June, that's it. I'm going to see what's happening with my dinner and get ready to watch the football. Meanwhile, you guys do your dice rolls. Be right back. Lots of D20s.
What have we got? 11 rolls. Although quite a
and
few of them, by the looks of it, only have.
And just thinking, maybe we can see if we can find a date for the Lost Mine of Van Delver as well while we're at it. But I've decided to AFK for a second there.
Okay, well we'll get the rolls done, and then we can
Yep.
see whether, as you say, we can get that. So roll 1 is Paolo Woda because there was only 1 entry. Roll 2 is DJ Nova because there was only 1 entry. Roll 3 is DJ Nova because there was only 1 entry. So that's nice and easy. Right, up to roll 4. Quent, a D4, please.
A D4? A 1!
1 is DJ Nova. And roll 5 is Carlon, a D4, please.
That's a 4.
A 4 on roll 5 is Paolo Woda. Roll 6 is only 1 entry, that's DJ Novo. Roll 7 is 4, please, Quent.
4, yeah. 2!
2 is DJ Novo. And roll 8 is D4, please, Colin.
Again, a 4.
Another 4 is Paolo Woda.
He's already still here to roll.
No, fine. Oh, go on then. Taser, go on. Give me a D6, please.
6.
6 is strangely Trace, because she obviously entered from Twitch rather than Discord.
Derp.
Then roll 10 is a D4. Arlo, are you able to do a D4? Ooh.
Looks like a 2.
Which is also Trace.
Yes, that is a 2.
And last roll is 11, and there's only one entry. That's DJ Novo. So I think that's all of them. DJ D rolls. No one rolled entries. Excellent. Right, we've got all of them.
So what's the status now then?
It's definitely positive. Oh, that's not the right command. DJ D Gob.
What's the pot at?
That's what we were just checking. $25.
asked that.
$1 million.
So we did $45 today.
Yes.
Wow. That's a
I
lot
call
of fucking good
shenanigans.
rolls.
And I mean, there
It's
were
like
a couple
crazy
of
20
negatives in there as well.
I rolled a lot of 20s.
Yeah. I mean, there were 11 rolls total.
I kept the same dice. I rolled the same dice for the entire... I did roll 1-1 on it, but I kept going with it, and I'm really glad I did. I rolled really well today. Can I roll at all? Have we done?
No, we don't.
We done.
Oh,
You just missed.
Done.
Oh, sad times. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for those that did. I had a real blast. So I've got lots of homework to do for the next session. I've got a month to clear a map of dead bodies and figure out... There is some other places you might want to visit. Who knows what's going to happen in the castle? So we have a castle, we have a few floors, and who knows where you guys are going to go next? I'm excited. Let's stop that music. Let's finish with the trailer music, I think. There we go. Have yourselves a great week. I am back on Friday, I think. Am I back on Friday? You back on Friday, Gaz?
Normally, yes, though I won't be, because I'll be in Cyprus.
And I got work on Saturday, so no me.
Okay. Well, if you're around on Friday, I'll be here doing a show. Maybe do some mixing. Hopefully, Aki will join me, and we'll have some fun. In the meantime, Thursdays, who knows when they're going to happen. Stay here to the ground. But we are back on the 1st of June, right here, doing the Sunday sessions. Have yourselves a great week, and I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.